What's good? You're now tuned in with Off Docs Podcast. Get some drink.
I stay off them perks. I be sleep but never lacking.
The games thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I had to get your back on this thing. I don't really think that it was that crazy. I don't think the joke was that crazy. I think that, you know what I mean, motherfuckers that don't know what the internet is, they think that shit's crazy. But I feel like everybody that saw it perceived it as a joke. Like I couldn't imagine like a person seeing that and being like, "What? Are you serious? If I buy this ticket, I could really help people that are Africa." Like I don't think anyone actually logically thought that in their mind.
Oh yeah, when I put that, yeah, hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie, niggas was just trying to sell some tickets though. But shit, I was just trying to lay it down. Hell yeah, I wasn't donating shit to them African kids. Hell no. I think people, bro, when people saw that shit, niggas got mad at me though. Like the trap and the group chat niggas was mad at me. Like, don't be false advertising shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Cause it wasn't my shit to advertise like that. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah,
Nah, I feel you.
I don't know why
I feel you on that. No, like I feel you on that, but at the
you
same
know a nigga
time,
just be
though,
playing though. You know a nigga like I'm a little retarded. You know a nigga a little retarded. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I feel like even though it was like you joking, whatever the case might be, I kind of feel like I'm not gonna lie, right? By the way, I fuck with my boy Fiji. You know what I mean? That's my boy. But I don't really know who was staffing the event. I'm not too sure who was all there to staff that event, but you know what I mean? I feel like I've done probably over 100 shows now, and I think that like rehearsals are a little extra. You don't really need to go to rehearsals. I think that you know, the reason I got taken off for the Trapaganza event was because of lack of rehearsals, but I made 2 rehearsals and I'm a seasoned vet. So, you know what I mean? In my personal opinion, did it could it have something to do with the fact that I was defending you on that and like cruel joke and everything everybody would be saying brand safety, brand management. So I mean, could have been a bias. I'm not too sure. All I know is I fuck with my boy Fiji though.
Oh no, I didn't want about that. I ain't gonna lie, you did need to pull up to the rehearsals because the way they had it set up was kind of a little.
Then
bit
they had
confusing.
that last stage. They had that last stage, huh?
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of stages. They would like switch out, so you kind of join and stuff. That's the only reason why you didn't need to like pull up and perform like on stage rehearsal type shit. You just need to know how to join the worlds and swap worlds and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was kind of confusing. It was confusing
a
little bit, not to be because that shit's easy. Like, just join him, boom, perform, boom, join them. But for some of the people, that shit was like it's rocket science. So yeah, you did need the rehearsals though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, nah. So when I pulled up to the rehearsals, I actually hit up Fiji about it, and we kind of ended up you know what I mean, clearing the air. I kind of feel like he understood where I was coming from, and I definitely understood where he was coming from. He was trying to make the event very successful. But he was basically like, yeah, my bad for you know, hitting you up at the last minute for the roster. Like I'll set up something.
You weren't the only one that didn't get to perform though. It was a whole bunch of other people too.
Yeah, I heard about that. He had to cut a bunch of people out, huh? Because yeah, all that other stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like, and this is not about Trapaganza. This is about other venues. But venues be making it hard for artists to even want to do shows these days.
Damn, what's venues? Is that like a world or something? Or
like, you know, venues like let's say like this is a venue, like, you know, like a world, like world creators. You know what I mean?
Oh
like, yeah, when they make it a lot like hard for artists to want to do their thing. You know what I mean? That's not even. I mean, you always gonna have bugs, but you know what I mean. Sometimes the direction, sometimes it's the long hours. You know what I mean? And that's off of a freebie. You know what I mean? So I think that, you know, yeah, there's good shows and bad shows when it comes to these little worlds and everything.
Oh yeah, you mean like with the capacity, like how they gonna only have 31 people in here and shit like that?
Yeah, it's the capacity, but it's also like the aspect that, for example, I was invited to do a show back in the past, and I remember that I had to wait, like I was spending crazy amount of time, like it was like 9 all the way to like 12 at like midnight, and that was off of a freebie. And then when it came to the event, I couldn't get into the world. You know what I mean? And it's like, of course, there's aspects where you can't control, but you know what I mean? Like artists, we spend so much time making music, you know what I mean? Like doing all that stuff. And it's like, you know what I mean? We just want it as easy as I'm sure the world creators want it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. What's it called? Oh yeah, what's a birthday bash, man? That shit was fun, bro. Thanks for inviting me to that shit, bro. That shit was lit.
No, yeah. with the birthday bash, if you actually notice outside of like Chirac, those were pretty like new faces I would consider. And so I think that was the biggest thing. I didn't want the roster of like a bunch of artists people would probably expect. I think Loud is real sick. I think what he's been doing is very new gen and is changing things. I
Hell
think
yeah.
that your sound, like even with you, remind me of that like offbeat, on beat, Lil Yachty, new gen, smashing like type of sound. And I just think new faces need to pop up. I think we're getting a little tired of the same old artists.
Oh yeah, well, see, I listen to the radio too, but I don't even be on the radio like that. I be on Spotify, especially YouTube. A lot of people on the metaverse, they're old school, you know what I'm saying? Some are young, but they still have like real old souls on here. So they're not really worried about underground rappers and shit like that. They listen to R&B and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? What's it called? But my
Okay.
style originates, if you know who, I don't know if you fuck with Detroit music and shit, but my style really originates from Rio the Young OG and a mix of Draco the Ruler. And I'm like my favorite artist right now, you
Okay,
know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, Detroit beats are the hardest beats that has ever been constructed, in my personal opinion. Like any Detroit beat, like throw that shit on, like spitting. It's crazy. I think it's yeah, those beats are insane.
That shit turned me up. Like the drums, it was like dum 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 dum
It make
dum
you want to
dum.
like
Dum.
scam a Puerto Rican on Cash App and then like shoot him. It
For
just
real,
make you
bro.
want to do the most devious thing. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes when I listen to Detroit beats, I gotta take a break and listen to lo-fi or something. Go sip some tea.
Damn, you said.
That should be making my mind all crazy.
That's the clip right there, nigga. That shit gonna get views, nigga. Don't count. I'm gonna tag Rio with that shit. Rio and Lil Yachty in that bitch. Let's see. So where you from?
I'm from Oklahoma. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
Oklahoma.
Yeah, a little bit of that hit country stuff. Hold on one second. What
Fuck, I
about
should have
y'all?
did research on her, bro. Fuck. I could ask some questions for her too. Y'all pretty much do the same shit though, don't it?
Yeah, we both do artist stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you though. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really funny because yeah, like when it comes to like this online like platform stuff, that's all me. I spent a lot of my childhood developing those skills. But when it comes to her, like what makes her so impressive is her track record off, you know what I mean, that has it off, you know what I mean, like the platforms, social media is like now like I ain't gonna speak, I'm gonna wait till she gets here to, whether she wanna say that, but her track record is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Make me look like a motherfucking thug or something.
Hell yeah. What's it called? You said you from Oklahoma?
Yeah, I'm from Oklahoma, a little town. It's kind of like half country, half ghetto as hell. So you got like people hitting licks that be smoking blunts with privileged cowboy students. It's
Hell
like
yeah,
kind of
that's
a
how it
weird
is over
mixture.
here in North Georgia. You ever been to North Georgia?
Nah, but I heard Georgia country for it.
It's lit. It's like fucking bro. Georgia's so weird. Like I'm sure there's other places like this too, but it's like Georgia's like you can go from country to outdoors to the city life and all type of shit. Like I've been all through this bitch. I've been down south. You know what I'm saying, up north. I was just living in Columbus, Georgia, and shit like that. Now I'm back in North Georgia over right up by there, by Tennessee, by Chattanooga and shit like that. I done
Hmm.
been through Tennessee, Athens. Man, I drive all through this bitch, man. It's pretty cool though. You get a good diverse of people in Georgia. It's a lot of Mexicans over here too. You know, a lot of Mexicans.
Yeah, no facts. But it's one place that like it was the first time in my life that I ever felt awkward and weird with being brown.
For real, where?
Albert Albuquerque, New Mexico. I went
Oh
in that
damn.
motherfucker, and I swear, you walk down the streets, brown, 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 brown. Everybody, like all the faces, everybody that works at the store, everybody that's an employee. It's so strange from like Oklahoma because you used to seeing diversity or like more white people, but you go there, I'm like, goddamn, everybody copying me, everybody looking exactly like me. Like that shit freaky. That
Yeah,
shit just
hell
made me
yeah.
feel all types of strange.
And New Mexico, hella Mexicans, hella Indians too. A lot of Native
Yeah,
Americans
yeah.
too. What's bro? Oh yeah, you from Oklahoma? Do everybody over there talk like you don't have like an accent? Well, you kind of do, but not really. You speak like real clear. But I noticed on your videos you talk like real clear and real like loud. Like, do you always
Mhm.
talk like that, or is that just for the videos and stuff?
I think that it's a little bit of mixture when it comes to like creating content. I think that people, you got to take who you are and sort of kind of over
Yeah.
exaggerate it a bit for the camera. But yeah, I don't really have I don't like to say I have an accent, but if you asked anyone here if I have an accent, they'll say I'm country as hell. We got like something called ghetto country, like ghetto hicks, and so it's a little strange. I've heard that from them. But yeah, nah, like I just kind of talk how I talk. If anything, my wife tells me to talk and speak louder. Cause if you ever catch me IRL or just moving outside of this stuff, I'm actually a really calm, mellow dude. You know what I mean? I just know how to turn it up.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Nah, nah, your voiceover just fired though, man. That shit gets me in the mood, bro. That shit makes me want to go fucking create some shit.
Yeah, going crazy, going stupid. Nah, that's really what it is. Most people be saying they don't like their voice. Yeah. Okay, my bad. That was my beautiful wife. But most people say, like, they be saying, "Damn, I'm so uncomfortable in my voice." And like motherfuckers be calling meetings, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I say that if you got a voice, you gotta rock that motherfucker. Like, even if recorded music, every mic sounds different with every voice. It's not gonna
Yeah.
sound the same. You know what I mean? So you gotta just see the strengths and stuff with your voice. With me, I have like that
Hey,
bass.
hop in here. Hey, what up, Nori?
What's up, beautiful? How you
Hello.
doing?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, that's facts. I be using that Newman. You know that Newman, that silver
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh, you
Yo,
do? Oh, that shit crazy.
yo, I pull up to the
That's a
studio.
crazy one.
How
How you
you
doing?
doing, Oxy? What's up?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just podcasting.
That's what's up. Well, thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, gotta have
Yeah. 1,000,
Hi,
1,000.
baby.
How you doing, beautiful?
you. How long y'all been together?
About 2 years now.
Hey,
Yep, 2 years. Two crazy years, but 2 years. I wouldn't ask for it to go any different.
hell yeah. When y'all gonna get married, gang?
That's actually happening very, very soon. We've been really,
Hey.
really hush about what I mean, things like that in terms of the marriage, but we definitely met in the metaverse, so we want to pay homage to that meeting. But what we got planned is it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be like a in the meta in real life thing. Yeah.
Oh shit, y'all say we're gonna be like in real life with the headsets on and shit.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know
Damn.
necessarily with the headsets on like that, but we might,
No, not like with the headsets on at the
yeah, we
wedding,
might
but
bring motherfuckers that are used to, graveling and drooling and living in a digital space and force them motherfuckers to come in real life.
Oh, that'll be lit.
I should have closed the door, baby.
Are y'all gonna do a meta wedding too?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
because I can hear you from the room.
Oh shit. Hold on. Let me close the door. Hold on. We in the same little area. So hold on. Let me close the door.
Hell
My
yeah.
bad.
When did y'all pull up in real life and meet each other?
In 2023, like, uh, we were together for a while before we met, but we met in
Shit.
2023, like June or May.
Okay.
Oh
May.
hell
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. It was the craziest thing about it was I'm not gonna lie to you, like, and she could even kind of tell you this, but when we was doing our thing and hanging out, meeting, talking, flirting, there was a lot of like chomp dick riders that were like disguised as haters. And like what I
Damn.
mean by that is like it was so weird. It would be like, damn man, Chomp, you the man, you the man. Hey yo, don't worry, man. I can look after your girl or whatever. You know what I mean? I already know how you is, biggest in the room. I got you. And then that person would just be like, hey yo, nerd, how often Chomp call you beautiful? Like, what the hell? Weird ass nigga.
Damn, that shit's crazy. They were
Like
trying
that
to get
shit
with your
happened
girl.
at that time. No, on that time, you could ask her. That shit was happening every day. Like that, like motherfuckers trying to, you know what I mean? Be all strange.
Damn. That shit crazy.
They be hungry.
He ain't lying though. I ain't even gonna lie. Like niggas really used to do that shit, and I would be like, "That's crazy." Like they even do in his face. Like, I mean, I know you got 3 of them. Like, can I hold her? Like on some weird shit.
Yeah, nah, that was the most weirdest thing because I know exactly the night you was talking. I was lit. I think it was off of a
Yeah, he
performance. It
was
was
lit as fuck.
a successful night. I walk in the building at the time. You know what I mean? I'm in that poly situation. Um, you know what I mean? Her and the other parties. and everything like that. And I'm just walking through, and I get approached by these group of guys. They're like, "Oh my God, what the heck? That's so crazy that you do what you do." And he's like, "You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you, Chomp. You trying to help me out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, what you need?" And he's like, "Oh, well, seeing you got 3 of them, it shouldn't harm none for me to take one, right?" And like I was already lit. That shit for some reason it pissed me off, and I think that I might have blew up on the nigga a little bit, but yeah, nah, people be on that weird shit.
Damn, that shit
A
crazy.
little bit. You blew up on a nigga quite a bit.
Where you
Something
from,
like
Nori?
that.
I'm from the same place he from.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, okay, see.
Oh
See
dang,
what
that's
the
how. That's
fuck going
how.
on.
Oh dang. So when did you live in like a different city from him?
Yeah, he lived in 50 minutes away from me.
Damn, that's lit.
Yeah, I just took that little drive and I went to go see my
Yeah,
baby.
you
And it
know
was
what's
creepy
wild?
because he was on some, he always on some mysterious shit. Everybody know Chomp on that mysterious side shit. Nigga don't never
Uh,
show his face. So
yeah,
I went without, I mean, I knew what he looked like from pictures, but we had never agreed to do like a video chat or anything like that. And we've been together for months. And so I decided to go and meet him. I was like, damn, that nigga sexy. Cause like I really didn't know if he was a catfish. I was like, what the fuck? Is this nigga a catfish? But yeah, we met up or whatever in a safe location. We
yeah,
met up
yeah, yeah.
and I was like, yeah, this I like what I see. And he just like grabbed me down there, picked me up when he saw me and we just hugged.
Hell yeah. What world did y'all meet in here?
Oh
Mm.
shit, that's a good one. Oh,
Mahogany blue,
mahogany blues.
right? Is what's called.
Yeah, we both had a
Yeah, by
performance.
Smoke a Lot.
I smoke a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So at the time, she was performing there, and I had just got put on as a performer there. But it was more of like a poetry area. So I was like, "Damn, why you want this?" You know what I mean? I be saying crazy shit. You sure you want me to perform it? But they let me perform. I did a live session, and then I heard her sing. And as soon as I heard her sing, I shit you not, I went to my manager. I was like, "Damn, like she bad as hell." Like, but like the thing is, she was already, you know what I mean, in a different situation than me, but this was months and months we ain't talk. You know what I mean? We kept it pushing and kept it real professional. But in the back of my mind, I just knew the universe would give me the opening. I was just chilling.
Hell yeah, that's
I
lit.
That
always
is
wanted, I
that.
always wanted to, yeah, ever since I heard the fucking voice, the singing, you know what I mean? My soul's musical, so
Yeah, and I heard his diversity. I was like, damn, a nigga like me. I was like, I like that. Like, I like how he can do the rock and can do the EDM, the rap, the hip hop, R&B, all of that. Because I've always been that way as well. I took a lot of like voice lessons, acting lessons, and stuff. I did a lot of auditions as a kid, so I was like a Disney kid. And so when I
Hey.
seen that, I was like, okay, he's
yeah,
diverse and he's still cool with it. Like, he ain't no complete lame. L7. So
yeah.
yeah, like I really appreciated that art coming from him, and I was like really intrigued.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah, yeah. Just one thing. We be getting mad though at each other, and we be expressing it through the through the music.
Through
Um,
music, we do.
Making
sometimes she
diss
might make a
tracks.
track. No, on
Yeah,
God, like sometimes she might make a track that be like, "Man, I'm tired of your shit," nah. Like and everything. I'm listening to it, and I say, "Baby, are you sure that like what is it? What was the
what was it? Who's
what
this
was the
about?
inspiration behind this track?" And she'll look at me and be like, "Oh, nothing." And I'd be like, "Are you sure we was mad at each other? And now I hear the song you saying that And
I
she'd be
be
like, you know,
lying.
I did make it for that reason. You
I
pissed me
be
off,
lying
but
sometimes. I be like, yeah, this is just it just came to me.
Hell yeah, that's kind of good though. You put it into the music.
Yeah, we take our pain and put it into art.
That's lit. Well, you said you auditioned for some Disney shows.
I auditioned for some. I had an agent, and I did
Oh,
a
that's
lot of
lit.
like acting camps and stuff like that. And I sang with Raven Simone on stage, but I
Hey.
definitely like um I'm Facebook friends with definitely like some famous people from Disney Channel, but I didn't have enough at the time. Like I came from like a lower income family, and so all of the camps they wanted you to do were very like costly. To
Yeah.
keep your agent
bands.
was very costly. So it got to the point where my mom just couldn't keep up with all the camps that I kept getting into more and more camps, like in LA, in Texas, like different places. But she couldn't keep up with the expenses of that. It costs a lot to make a star in that type of world, you know.
Hell yeah, it
So,
does. That's
but I
true.
did audition for like American Idol twice, The Voice like 3 times. You know, got really close.
That's lit, man. That's kind of good though. You ain't getting them shows a little bit because they fondling them children. They be
Yeah, no,
fondling
for
them
real.
children.
Yeah,
For real, I would
no,
have
no
ended up
shit.
like
That's
crazy as
fucking
hell.
wild.
But I would have been end up crazy as hell for real.
I want to do that shit too, man. I always saw Disney Channel. I was like, man, I could do shit like that. That shit look fun.
Yeah,
I
cause
always
I've
wanna do
like in acting, like that's why I could be a voice actor, cause like I could do different accents and stuff like that. I always annoy him with my accents. Like I be doing an African accent, a Nigerian accent,
Because
or I'll do
because
like a
the
British
reason she not
accent,
telling you the when she chooses to use these
or
accents,
I'll speak in
it
another
be like
language.
we getting romantical, you know what I mean? And she gonna put
shit.
on like a Hungarian accent, talk about like come here, like ruining my mood and
Yeah,
shit.
I'll do like the what
Or
is
like I'll
it,
be like, introduce me. Can
Boston
you
accent,
introduce
like
me?
Boston.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. Sure. I'll be like, can you introduce me to so and so? And then like it'll just be like a formal setting, or maybe we just chilling, and it'll be like she'll
Hello.
be like, "This is my boyfriend.
I'm-
This is my husband."
All right. He says
Like
I love
saying
you.
some like just
I'll
being
do
on that
weird ass shit, and I'll be
goofy-ish,
like,
like goofy-ish.
like I'll do weird ass voices, and he'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm goofy as hell." I'm a very like honestly, I'm a kid at heart with a wise old ass soul. So it's like I love playing. Like I'll do weird ass shit, and then he'll be like, "Why you try to sound like a man?" I'll be like, "He said I sound like a man," and I'll, like fake cry. So yeah, that's my personality.
Hell yeah, that's funny as hell.
I'm funny though. I'm just it's a different kind of funny. Mm.
Have y'all always been a gamer? Y'all always been into gaming?
Yeah, I'm just not
Yeah,
as advanced as him.
yeah. I've always been into gaming. You know what I mean. I always say though those media forms have saved me for sure. You know, I grew up in a kind of like a rough area, so you know what I mean, like especially in the boondocks, you don't really got too much things to do. So playing like Grand Theft Auto or like roasting people, rapping on the headset, you know what I mean, doing all that stuff, really just immersing yourself in gaming. Yeah, like of course you ran into some
I
crazy
see.
people saying things, but you know what I mean, yeah, for sure. I always played games. It was like an escape.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Baby,
that should be fun.
you know what I thought of?
Mm.
Remember when Oxy Ken performed, like, showed up and showed the fuck out at your birthday?
Yeah, yeah, that shit was hard.
So,
That shit was
remember when
hard.
he played the same instrumental we did a song to recently? The
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Candy
you told me
Rain?
about that.
yeah,
What song was that?
yeah.
We
The
want
Candy
you to
Rain
hear
sample.
that. We want you to
Oh
hear that.
shit.
Because I was actually about to talk about how he got me into rap. I've always rapped as a kid and stuff growing up, but I never really like took it as a for serious thing like into my artistry. So whenever I met him, he kind of like pushed me outside of the box and um kind of gave me that like motivation to not give a fuck and just like do me. And so I started to rap, and I started off like whisper rapping for some reason, cause I have like a really raspy, cool, calm, collected voice. So like I was like whisper rapping. It was cool for a minute, but then I had to really find my voice. And so yeah, thank you, baby, for for having me. But I do want you to listen to that song, cause I'm telling you, that was so
Yeah, we're
cool
gonna
when
have to
we heard
slide it for
your
sure.
version. Was it was dope. I was like, I
Hell yeah.
hear a remix
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
soon.
Hell yeah, y'all gotta send a link to my DM.
For sure.
Nah, that
I
motherfucker
got a
hard.
music video to that song too. The video pretty hard.
Oh, for real?
We about to
Yep.
make one too too. We just gotta have you on a remix. That's what we gonna do.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
That
I'm
would be
down.
hard.
That'd
Hey,
be
that would
hard
be
as
hard to
fuck,
have Oxy on the remix of that motherfucker. That'd be hard.
man. Cause like your version was like almost like the same exact vibe as like what we were going for too. And so I just thought that was pretty fucking dope.
Hell yeah. When I heard that beat on I got that boy Beats by Sav. I think that's who he made that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I be picking the beat, so I know. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
That boy Sav go crazy, bro.
I
Yeah, it's
picked
a
that particular
producer I be
one though,
looking at.
baby.
Huh?
I picked that particular one.
Oh yeah, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Be like, hold up, we getting litty in this motherfucker. Fuck the club up, no diddy in this motherfucker. It's lit the
Hey.
whole city in this motherfucker. All the bad bitches look pretty in this motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah, you know the song, you know the song.
Oh yeah, I could hear that on the beat. That would go hard.
Yeah, it really go hard. That
What y'all think
Candy
about?
Rain is a classic. Hmm.
He's saying what?
Yeah, I like that Candy Rain. I like the original song too. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites.
When I heard the original song, I was like, "Damn, I got to rap on this."
Got to rap on it. A lot
I
of
just like
old school
fucking up. I
songs
just
I
like
be
fucking
feeling
up
that way.
songs. I like to fuck
Yeah,
up songs. I like to take songs that sound good, and I like to just step on it. Not
step
like
on it.
disrespectfully, like in the sense that it's a bad song, but I just like to throw mud on it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I feel you. That's how I be. What's it called? Oh yeah. What's the first game you ever played?
First game I ever played. Damn, that had to be like I want to say, what is that one game with the clowns and the cars and the destruction, and it was on the PS2.
Clowns,
Um,
Cars, Destruction. Damn.
you never played no?
Payday.
Nah. It's called Dang, it's like an OG game for real, for real. It was like one of those games where you could customize your car, put guns on it, different thing, attachments, and you could crash into each other. And the whole point of the game was you were to destroy the other person's car, but it was Twisted Metal, Twisted Metal. Yeah, there we go.
Damn. No,
You
I
ever
ain't
heard
never
of that?
played that. I ain't
Yeah,
played that.
Twisted Metal was like OG. Like that's when like PlayStation looked ugly as hell.
Oh, that fat. Yeah, that fat motherfucker. The fat
Yeah,
PS2.
yeah, that shit was like fat and tan. That shit look ugly as hell. Look like a I don't even know printer.
Yeah, that motherfucker was huge, boy. My first game system was that PS2 Slim though. That little motherfucker.
Oh, okay, yeah, the PS2.
That
I
shit
kind
was
of
big.
skipped that
Mine was the
little
Game
spot.
Boy, that little Game Boy they had.
Oh yeah, them Game Boys hit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
My brother had one of them when I was real young,
My uncle had one. And I didn't play it.
and a Nintendo 64.
Yeah, they had them little, and well, that shit was old as fuck. But they had the little cube thingies, Nintendo Cube.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I remember the GameCube.
Yeah, the
Um,
GameCube. Yeah.
yeah. I ain't really get. I didn't start on PC, but once I got on PC, I realized like this is just for secret sauce, and I gotta disclaim though. It's not advised. Educational purposes only. Do not do. But if you're a PC person and you smart enough, you know your wits, you'll realize that everything in this world just becomes free magically if you snap your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It actually works for real.
Nah, for
And
real.
you should try it.
What you do? You put some you loaded some games on that bit. You
Yeah,
jailbroke your consoles.
games, programs. I mean, like
It's
it
easy
really
as
could
fuck.
go. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean. But the thing is, most people are actually not even. The craziest things this is what I heard that game developers would rather you what did they say? They said something like they rather you go out and like pirate the games than letting certain companies aka was it two G2A like companies like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So companies aren't even mad at people for, you know what I mean, getting the game for low key, because in this modern day, attention, popularity, like they get paid in a different type of way.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, that's facts. And what's it called? I remember man, what was it? 2015, 2016. I had GTA 5 on PS3 back in like 2014 and shit like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I got my PS4 in 2015. That's when I switched gens. And then I remember like we was in my room one day. I was like, I was with my big brother. I'm like, man, I want to figure out how to goddamn mod this shit on PS3 because it's a way you can like put mods and shit on PS3 and like
Yeah,
have God mode on online and shit like that. Because this is when like
quick
PS3,
fire, you know what I mean? Everything.
yeah, this when PS3 was like, I guess niggas then got into the systems and shit because it was real easy. All we did was download some shit on USB and just plug the USB into the PS3, and we was like, I was like in like seventh grade at the time. You know what I'm saying? My brother was grown. He was like
Like some
18,
Fire Stick
17.
type shit. Mm.
Yeah, that's all you really needed for real. And he downloaded it in there.
Remember
And
when everybody was doing that with the Fire Sticks?
oh no, I never got into that, but I heard
I
Omi
had a
and the
friend that
Hellcat do that
literally
shit.
used to do that shit, like jailbreak the shit, and you just plug that shit up into your TV because it's HDMI, and you got all the fucking new movies, all the everything on that
Hell
one
yeah, I
Fire
heard
Stick.
that's what Omi and the Hellcat used to do. You know Omi and the Hellcat?
Yep.
I heard he used to sell them like already jailbroken to people.
I heard about that. Yeah,
That shit
that's
is crazy.
crazy. And it's literally like cheap to do, like get somebody to do it. Like it's like $20, $30.
Dang.
I know somebody do that shit right now.
I didn't know people were still using them fire sticks. Still, people still use them.
Yeah, I mean, cause you got to think about it. I mean, it's just as cheap as why get all them fucking subscription services when you can just get a fire stick. What's the point?
Oh God, that's true. So you can watch
Yeah,
Hulu for free and all that on there.
You can watch everything that's on Hulu for free,
Damn.
except for like I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't have like the originals,
Yeah.
but other than that, like you can get that on there. That's not a
nah,
big deal.
that shit is fire. I mean, plugging up to TV, but one thing I'm gonna do for her, I'm gonna get her on PC. But more importantly,
Hmm.
I didn't tell her about this. But you can actually buy a computer that looks more like a console. And the benefit of doing that is you don't have a hard, heavy duty computer. You just have like a little box, a little square. And so instead of like getting the thing that plugs to the TV or getting all these different TV, television and stuff, you could spend the 500, get you a small little box. It looks like a little black cube. Got all the components of a computer, and just put that shit in your living room. You know what I mean? Now you can just watch anything cracked and unlimited. You know what I mean? For your friends and family. I think that'd
Yeah.
be
Hell
hard as a
yeah.
motherfucker.
I'll be on that. They change the website every couple years. It's because they get shut down and shit.
Facts.
But 1, 2, 3 movies and shit or whatever you could pull up at the time. That shit like that's what I
They
fuck with.
always like recycling them up, but they do change
Oh
it a lot.
God. I just hit my heat.
I
My
got
brother
one
stays on top of
website you
that
can
shit.
use. That shit been up and going for a minute
What was that
since
one?
the
What you?
last Avatar movie came out. Shit, it's like a weird ass. It's not even no name. It's like some fucking letters, random letters put together.
I'm not gonna lie, you shouldn't
Like
even
I
say
can't
that
even
those
pronounce
random
that
letters.
like in
I'm not gonna
English.
lie. You shouldn't even say those random letters because if you give out the website,
Right,
it's for sure
exactly.
gonna get shut down.
Yep,
I'm not gonna lie. You
exactly.
know what I mean? This podcast growing, somebody
Look,
gonna
that could have been a
complain.
cover up to not know.
Oh God. And I submitted my application to Meta for like the creator shit, so they probably watching my shit.
I mean, so
Like,
let's not
Bro, I
give
wonder what
away
they gonna
trade
say if
secrets.
they do check my Instagram out. I don't think I'll be like, damn, this nigga's ghetto as hell.
nah,
You know what? You know what I think about that shit?
mhm,
Vernacular is everything.
mm,
If black people got a vernacular, that's just what we got. It's our fucking ebonics. It's our way of speaking, and I think that professionalism don't got shit to do with that. So if somebody think you talk ghetto or act, I feel like there is a way that you should behave, yeah. But the way you talk, the fuck kind of discriminative shit is that?
nah,
Oh
that's
That's who
yeah, that's
you
actually
true.
are. You
facts.
shouldn't have. Why the hell you going to I wouldn't say we don't want to use derogatory terms like whitewash, but something similar that would be safe would be like, why would you just change who you are? Like,
Whitewashed.
exactly. But why would you do that? Why would you act like like somebody that's not yourself? Like, I could see
Yeah,
if, like, your behavior, like the way you conduct yourself in this environment, that's different. Like, there's always a way to
And
conduct yourself. But
I'm
when it comes to the way you talk, like, as long as you're
no
not
facts.
cussing like a sailor or ignorant motherfucker, you should be able to speak. Even when people cuss, like, it's just as there's a stigma behind, like, cussing and talking. But some
Mhm,
passionate people know how to like articulate themselves even using cussing vocabulary. So it's like that don't make them stupid. That don't make them
facts.
angry either. So just be yourself.
No, like
That's
I
probably
think
what they like.
that's real facts. I think when you get into
hell yeah.
like even with like I told people all the time, I feel like I went from a motherfucker that hopped up in this bitch and just wanted to drink and relax and you know what I mean,
Same,
be
same.
a hoe at the time. Just to be accurate of where I was at the time. I'm not there anymore, you know, respect my beautiful wife. But you know what I mean, when I started this shit, you know, I didn't really think in my mind monetize, but I ended up around the biggest monetized creators in Meta. That shit happened in like my first 2 months. And so it's like when we talk about like Meta monetized and everything like that, I'm not monetized. You know, have I seen the deals on the table? Have I seen the movements? Have I seen the potential? Did I use advice that was given to me to generate money for myself? Of course. But there's definitely a lot of money to be made. And as far as it goes, when it comes to the content you make, I don't think you're gonna have anything to worry about,
At all.
because you know, what I mean, I think that Meta cares a lot less than what they you know what I mean, present
But don't
type
get me
shit.
wrong, baby. I think it's still really good to always strive to reinvent yourself or to update or level up within your character or the way you speak in all aspects of yourself.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like you should strive to speak better. Whether it don't mean you got to change the damn, you know what I'm saying, accent, but it just means that maybe you could work on a little vocabulary, add a little new vocabulary to your, you know, to
Oh
your
yeah.
talking or whatever. So it's like that's something you should definitely look into. Like, what is it about me when I speak? Like, what do I do? Do I say a lot? Do I? You should definitely like reinvent yourself, but don't change. Like, just level up, just upgrade. Cause when you upgrade, you still the same motherfucker. You just a better motherfucker. You a better you. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's facts. Cause when I first got on the game, I was like what Trump said. I was just chilling, yeah, drinking and shit. Just I used to be trolling for real. And I was used to be
Nah, I
Oh
fucking.
remember
yeah.
that shit. Black Magic. Yep.
I think I
Motherfuckers
remember you
mad
in
as a
Black
motherfucker.
Magic Challenge.
Everybody, I wouldn't even really be trying to troll for real. Just everybody in that is just so dumb.
Serious.
Man, I mean, it's
Mm.
like they're
Not
phenomenally
everybody.
dumb. Like, it's really like tragic. Like sometimes I cringe because, like, I'm an educator. Like, I really like can't tolerate stupidity very much or ignorance. Like, if you say too much dumb shit, it don't even got to be related to nothing smart or brainiac nothing. You could just be a dumbass, and it really just bothers me. Maybe you might catch me on a rainy day, and I might just sit and laugh at your ass, but. Usually, I don't like being around that type of shit.
Yeah, I think that's what made you stand out. Because you were a dumbass, but like there was purpose behind it. You know what I mean? I understand the
Purposeful
wiring. I
dumbass.
understand the framework. I understood the joke. I knew the lengths were taking it and the people's reactions. He was getting angry. So that's what made it real funny to me.
That's a
Like,
master
hilarious, fucking
manipulator of
hilarious.
emotions.
Is
That's
when you could just
powerful.
pull the strings like that. You know what I mean? And it just makes sense. So when you was rapping, I remember we was freestyling, and everybody would be freestyling. I was in that bitch, and we was just rapping. And then Oxy come over, he spit a few hard bars, and he said the most outlandish shit. And the whole crowd done took that shit mad serious, talking
Yeah,
about,
they did.
oh, what the hell? Get me away from, you know what I mean? And I was just
Yeah.
sitting there laughing because I just think that sometimes, especially in the meta community, we got to take a look outside of TikTok and we got to look at outside of the real world and see how motherfuckers are moving. And you look in the real world, like we just want to make money,
And we
smoke
have been
weed,
doing
and
that,
fucking
baby,
laugh.
right? We took a
Mm,
long ass hiatus off of Meta recently.
facts.
Um, and we really took time to like dive deep into the spirit, into like the natural world, like nature and shit. And really trying to be right now, we're like attempting to be organic beings, like just being truly like natural, truly organic. And that really is, we believe in frequency and shit. So I feel like our frequency really definitely high as fuck. Especially since we cut out all processed food, meat,
Yeah,
dairy,
we
all
don't
we don't
even
eat
eat
none of that
none
shit.
of we don't eat no type of
I mean, we don't
meat
even eat
at
bread.
all.
Like we
We
don't eat
hard ever.
we don't eat no type of regular
None of
bread.
that
We eat
stuff.
like spelt and shit. We really follow the Dr. Sabi diet. Do you know what Dr. Sabi is?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
following
yeah,
the
yeah.
Dr. Sabi cell
RP
diet
Dr. Sebi.
because yeah, he believed in cell regeneration and alkalizing the body with all that acidic shit that has been polluted with. So
Oh
once you
yeah.
alkalize the body, you can regenerate the cells, and that's really
Mhm.
what we're doing. It's like a huge detox.
And
So it's
you know what I
really
mean?
cleared our mind out too, huh, baby?
One of the things, yeah, no facts. One of the things that is really important to know, and this is what people ain't telling you, is meat ain't food. Meat
No.
is energy.
Come here,
Meat
baby.
is life force. It's life and death. So when you
No.
consume all of this meat,
Mm.
you know what I mean? You wonder why people act fucking crazy. You wonder why people get so fucking in their emotions, want to shoot each other, want to put their hands
Hell
on
yeah.
motherfuckers. You know what I mean? The thing is like the meat contains parasites, and those
Yep.
parasites inside of your second brain, your gut,
Yep.
can control and manipulate the way that you are. So you're a
Emotions, the way
slave
you
not even
think.
to the government, you're a slave to your
Oh
food, you're a
yeah, if you
slave
think
to your
that you ain't never
biology.
seen motherfuckers
That's
drink them
facts. That's
motherfucking
facts.
monsters and shit and act like a why you think everything is subliminal? These words got words are fucking. It's called etymology. If you study that shit, you will realize that shit like Monster, Red Bull. What do Red Bull mean? Fucking crazy ass, aggressive ass motherfucker, overly aggressive. It's not that energy drink shit is toxic. It's toxic, and it's a lot of other shit that's toxic. Don't let me get started on
And you
fucking
know,
fast food.
hold on,
Hell
baby,
yeah,
and
that's
you know what's
facts.
crazy?
Yeah,
Just real quick, you know what I mean? And they be scamming people.
yeah,
Like I'm gonna
Hmm.
tell you, they be scamming people because they
Put
understand
organic
that
on that
people don't
shit.
want to eat that way. They don't want to eat that way. That's why, for example, you know what I mean? Me and my wife, we don't consider ourselves vegan because if you
Vegan.
look at most of the things
Nah, that's
labeled
a
with
trend.
vegan, like the label on it, they're sure they don't contain animal, but they contain chemicals and shit.
Synthetics and shit.
You know what I mean?
It's a
Like I
trend.
genuinely believe the government and
The
other
moment you
forces are trying to
stop,
fuck with your head.
no, they really
yeah.
are trying to
Hell
fuck
yeah,
with
that's
your head.
facts.
They are because listen, trends. What do you call trends when you look at stocks and shit? Trends is a good thing. You want to follow trends to get the money to place your investments, right? So that's exactly when you think of trends, you think of a trendsetter, you think of somebody that's setting a trend. What are they setting a trend for? Profit. To
Yeah,
profit off of something. It is a trend. They're profiting off these trends because everybody wants to do the same thing, have that same thing, wear the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just a money. It's a
Yeah, fucked
fucking
up your mind.
yeah. It's a fucked up. It's a gamble. It's really a
Your
gamble with
name,
yourself.
motherfucking Hubert. Now you want to be on everybody.
Niggas is walking
You don't
around as
even know you
hybrids,
black
like.
anymore. It's gonna get to that point. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And
They gonna put
honestly,
some
we
crazy
really
shit in the
was
food. You don't even know you black.
we really were like eating very unhealthy and like having a very just carefree, young and free lifestyle,
yeah,
up until we just really kind of like hit a plateau. We went through a lot of shit. Louis, stop. Sorry, it's my dog. We went through a lot of shit together at a quick rate in the beginning and middle of our relationship,
yeah,
like shit that people that's been together for 10, 20 years have not gone through with each other. So it's like our relationship is very unique, dynamic, and we kind of hit that plateau and it drug. Usually when you fucking feel like you underneath the dirt like a seed, like you'll never grow, you know what I'm saying? Like you a seed again, you feel like you've been buried alive because so much shit has piled on top of you when it comes to like the trauma, the everyday life, the struggles. And I think that like we just kind of felt like damn, like it's only up for him from here because shit we already at the lowest of the lows. We can only go up. So where do we start? And it got to the point where we was just like, all right, we start with what we eat. And then we start getting clarity over time, like thinking better, like being able to reason with ourselves and each other. And we just like realized, damn, that food shit is really like a fucking, damn, we was like addicted to that shit. Like
yeah,
for real, it was an addiction. Like when I'm
yeah,
mad, I eat this. When I'm sad, I eat that. That shit is an addiction.
I don't even get hungry.
yeah.
We
Oh,
don't.
that's
We don't
good.
get hungry
Hell
because
yeah.
we're satisfied. The shit that people eat now, it does not satisfy you. Like he said, like baby said, the gut is the fucking second brain. It is your second brain. So motherfuckers have tapeworms and parasites, and it's real. Trust me, cause I didn't fucking went through a parasite cleanse, and I don't want to talk
Shit.
about that shit.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
no
gonna
pun
lie.
intended. But
Maybe the
like
reason why
literally
motherfuckers is popping perks is
cleaning your
because
colon out,
they
yeah, that shit is
going crazy
disgusting.
partying in your gut,
And if
listening to
you are
all
a
Yeah,
types
me,
of
I
devious
lived in
music.
Colombia, and the
hell
Colombian
yeah.
lady I lived with told me, she said in Spanish, she said, if you are a meat eater, at least once a year, you have to cleanse your body of parasites. You have to, or it will literally, they'll literally fuck your body up to where you start getting diseases, which is when your body is at disease, like diseases like cancer and all that shit. It's very much curable if you alkalize the body, but some people wait till it get to the worst of the worst, till their body just
Yeah,
can't fight
yeah,
back no
yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, Oxy.
Yeah, that's the leading cause
Um,
of cancer. Eating all that
yep,
bullshit. I be eating
Exactly. And
that
facts.
if you look,
bullshit too.
me and baby literally looked up a list using AI of all what's in all the main fucking GMOs and all these artificial shit that they've created. Literally, it is every single one of them that has been every single motherfucking one is bad for you in some way of the body, whether it fucks up your liver, your kidney, any organ, your skin. It fucks up everything. Like I'm dead ass, and
But
I'm a
Hell yeah.
researcher,
but you
so
know
I
it's
research
wild.
high. Go
You
ahead,
know it's
baby. I'm
wild.
sorry.
A part of that is what's gonna work for you ain't gonna work for me. That's the thing,
Exactly.
though. You know what I
It's
mean? The thing is,
science.
certain people they eat meat, for example, they should get all fucked up. Other people eat meat and they can do it cleanly without a problem. But that also
Yeah.
leads in my belief that not everybody, not all races, not all people come from planet Earth, and not everybody is the same. We're not mankind. There's no human. Human is an abbreviation of human. You know what I mean? I think that we're very different. And I think that we
Yeah.
might have a lot of similarities. Even look at like how
Yeah,
motherfuckers look.
but to
How
say
motherfuckers look.
American diet
Certain
is
people,
insane,
they
right?
skins get set on fire when they go in the sun. Other people don't. You know what I mean?
They're
Like certain
basing
people, they whole
exactly.
skin get all fucking sponged up when
Our
they in
body has
water.
different physiological structures, literally, all the way to. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we may have a heart, nigga. We may both got lungs. We both bleed red, but I'm telling you, our bodies are functioning quite fucking different from
Yeah, it
race to
does.
race to race, and it doesn't separate us. But at the same time, diversity is a good thing. For me, I'm a minority. So I understand that differences is what makes us who we are. And so when you like baby was saying, like we're different. So you can't go off a fucking American a country that was made up a cultural diet. Are you kidding me? We should be going off a diet based off our blood type. What the fuck? Look up your blood type and that should be your fucking diet. Look what's good for your blood type. But a lot of people don't know their blood type. And that's for a reason. That's what all this shit be like hitting shit. It's esoteric shit,
I'm not gonna lie though,
occultism.
that nigga loud, he might be a little fucked. I think his blood type
Damn.
lean or some shit. He got codeine blood type. He done fucked up his system. Ain't no turning
Not
back.
Cody, but
He might have to go somewhere. He got the whole experience. And it was at the last moment that I caught myself. I was like, damn, what? I'm not supposed to be feeling like this. Like, I'm fucked up.
hmm
I'm supposed to be feeling all types of fucked up. Like, something ain't right.
see,
And
Oxy, what
when
he
I was
don't know
closing my
is I
eyes, I was like,
literally,
I
I
literally
literally
just
saw that.
fucking breathed and I woke up just okay. It just happened to
Well,
be
I'm
that
gonna
I've
tell you
been
what
there.
happened. I was in there. What he doesn't know, I was literally still in the room. What happened was I didn't know how to explain it, but I'm a fucking healer. I'm a really like intuitive person. Like I could feel everything. And when I was there, like he's like my husband, like he's my husband. So it's like I'm attached to him in a very spiritual way, so I could feel what was happening. But his body just clenched up real hard, like his feet just like jumped like real hard, like he was about to start having a seizure. And I
Damn.
looked at the doctors or I looked at the nurses. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, he need more anesthesia. Like he can feel everything. Like I started freaking out. Like he can feel everything. Like I was just worried that he was in pain and like it was just scaring me. But I didn't know that he was actually wearing off on that anesthesia. He was actually like dying. Like he was dying.
Motherfuckers
I don't know
fighting.
how that makes sense, but like, yeah, he was like dying because I guess he was using his own, self to like for the pain and stuff, and I guess he just was like about to give up or something. And so when he told me that story, I was like, damn, I saw you, dude. I saw that happen, and I
And it
was already
was
fucking
the
terrified.
craziest thing about it. It wasn't even like a conscious thing. It was like when I was going through that, it was just I forgot.
Yeah,
Like I really forgot where I
that's
was. I
what
forgot
happens.
what was happening. I forgot that I was even in the hospital. None of that crossed my mind, and it was just um, comfort. And I just wanted to lay down. And I remember when I finally closed my eyes, there was a thought in my head. I was thinking, and I was like, "Oh fuck! Like something's crazy. I don't know what's going on." And then when I took my breath, that's when I woke up alive in a hospital bed, being unable to speak
Yeah, because the
with
doctors was
tubes all
like, I'm
over
so
me and
sorry,
things like
sweetie.
that.
Yeah, they was like, I'm so sorry, sweetie. We like did everything like we could. And I just like honestly, I thought that I was in another fucking dimension or reality. Like I was like, you are, like I honestly did not know how to fucking react. I almost like low key laughed because I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like this is, he was just here. Like he was just okay. Everything was just fine. Like what the fuck are you saying? Like, and then he was breathing. Like he was still alive. Like, but I had to leave. Like they had to take him directly, like to the ICU. Like they had to take him to the ICU. Or that was before they took him to the ICU. They basically came in. It was like a whole nother set of doctors, a different department came in with this huge ass. Well, this was before that, but yeah, they came in here and they were asking me questions like, um, there are a few options. They were basically like, there are options, but do you want to like consider the options? I was
Hmm.
like, of course I want to consider the options. What are the options? You need to save him. What the fuck? He said, would he want to, would, do you think he would want to live? Like, do you think he would want to do this? I'm like, yes. He basically asked me if he could basically take a life support machine, that would basically give him a lung bypass, and would basically do basically like a crutches for your lungs because his lungs completely were like failing.
Yeah, my
So
lungs was
they were
burnt.
like giving him
Everything.
yeah, like basically a machine it was life support. It was basically life support. He went from one strict like life support to a safer one,
And guess
like
what? Guess
basically.
what? You know it's crazy. I
And
hopped
I
out
had
that
to sign for
motherfucker.
that shit. Like I was
Look, you can
terrified.
ask.
My hand was shaking like this. They
Hmm.
was like, "Do you want to do it? All you have to do is sign." I was like, "But his mom, like, I can't get
Yeah,
a
she
hold of her."
was.
He was like,
Yeah,
"You are the only one that can do it," and like that. I'm like, "But I'm not his wife yet." And they're like, "You can do it by law. Like you're able to do it." Like I'm like, "Okay." He was like, "Do you think he would want to live?" I said,
you
"Fuck
gotta
yeah."
be.
I cussed him and everything. I was like, "Fuck yeah, he want to live," and he was like, "It'll give him. His life will go from a 20% chance to a
Facts, yeah.
60% chance if it's successful, but there's risk that he may die." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Damn. So what
But
was you in the hospital for? Like, why was you in that situation?
Yeah, so yeah, it was a real drunken night and everything like that. And there's just tons of cleaning solution, everything. It was one day that we were just getting the house set up, and you know what I mean. I don't know what triggered me, but I just got really upset, really just out of my mind type stuff, and you know what I mean. It was even sure by accident. The shelf fell, everything
Damn.
like that, slipped
yeah,
in it.
because
I was
it was
so
like the
I was so
bucket
drunk that
and
like
it fell on
basically
you.
like
Yep,
whenever I was
and
just out of my mind, just
it
lit as
was
hell. Like I
horrible.
couldn't even I was at the point of drunkenness where like I really couldn't even really move. And at the time,
Damn.
she was already asleep. You know what I mean? And so when I fell into the chemicals and all the other stuff, I didn't have the strength to move myself. So I was laying in that motherfucker for about like
And I
four
was really
hours or
drunk
something.
too. Like we had been drinking, having fun. We were shit faced. And so it was a fucking accident. And I feel horrible because my ass was so drunk. Like I really did not know what the fuck was going on till like really early that morning. And by the time I woke up, he was just in really bad condition. I had to take him to the hospital. I had to take him to the emergency room. And literally, like, we sat there, some random lady came over and prayed. Right when we got there, some random lady just asked could she pray over him. Like he was in pain. You could tell. You could hear him. He was barely breathing. So, shit. Oh yeah, yeah. He was barely
Damn.
breathing. So she just prayed over him, and then about 20 minutes later, he went back to the back, and
And tell me why the first thing when I got out the ICU, I'm in the car with next to her. I'm like, baby, you got the vape.
yeah, I was like,
Damn.
nigga. Like I was so mad. Actually, I was like, this nigga bold. Like he just the lungs. This nigga's bold,
And look, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't even freaking out.
and he's really a
Most of
okay.
the
Like
hospital visits,
100%
I was not
thousand.
freaking out. I was on God, I
This
wasn't
nigga's
freaking
health
out.
is like better than before.
The only
Like
time I freaked
better
out
than
was when
before.
them nurses,
Damn.
when them nurses cleaned me like I was a kid or something. That's the only time I freaked out.
He was like, "What the hell you doing? You doing to
For
me?"
me,
Yeah.
so we went. I feel like we the most. You're not gonna find another couple like us. I'm for real. I'm like dead ass. So it's like the shit we been through really kind of molded our relationship and how we view each other and
No,
like
you
family
know, it
first.
created everything.
It created everything.
Like,
That's where
yeah,
Throne
yeah,
Dynasty comes from.
1,000. We'll get into that. Do you have any questions to continue about anything?
Oh yeah,
Just in
hell yeah. I
general,
have a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
more. A lot more.
Okay, yeah, let's go crazy. Let's go
My fault.
stupid in this motherfucker.
Sorry
One
for
second, let
like
me
taking over.
No,
No,
you
you're
no,
you,
no, you
bro.
was
Y'all can yap as much as y'all want to, bro.
You
It's
sure?
like
yeah, you
yap a
going
lot.
crazy.
Hella clips. It's hella clips, man.
Oh, okay. Period. We
Yeah,
did
yeah.
talk about mad like
The way he
shit.
be doing the podcast content, like I was just telling her this
Can I
is I
sit a
had the
different
idea, I
position?
had an idea to start a podcast, and it was like I was like, damn, that
I got
motherfucker
stick
from
drift like a
Black
motherfucker.
Magic. I don't even talk to
Damn.
him. I was like, I don't even talk to the dude from Black Magic that I met in Black Magic. Now I see on my Instagram, he running this whole podcast, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, damn, if I did a podcast, I would have done it like that. And
Yeah.
the new ideas that I was seeing was crazy. So it just kind of got to a point where I was like, yeah, I kind of want to do something different. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sorry
Like,
about moving around and shit. I was
No,
sat
it's
on my
that
bed.
drip. You try that
is it
electrical
good?
shit?
This seating position cool?
Oh yeah, y'all good. Hell yeah, y'all look good on
Or you
camera.
want me? Okay, cool. Cause I was trying to find. I didn't like being. I don't really like being on the outside of shit
Oh
unless
yeah,
it's a
hell
door
yeah.
right there. Cause then I can't not be by the door.
But you know what's
I gotta
wild though?
escape.
She would get mad. You know, she actually would get mad at me though.
For real?
Nurses would come by and shit, and they'd be like, "Hey, do you want anything? Do you want to take a bath?"
Yeah, I slap
And
her
like
on
I
that
was high
shit.
off drugs and everything, and I'm here being smiley, like,
Cause
yeah,
them
yeah,
nurses
yeah.
is
Like I need a
normal
water, I
motherfuckers
need
like
this, I need
me.
that. But once she saw that, she looked at me. She gonna turn and look at me like she got a problem with me.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
over
like,
here
I
high as
slap a
hell. I'm
fake
just being
hoe with
smiley.
no
She was like, "Damn, don't
hesitation.
you smile at another bitch?"
Damn.
No, for real. Like I really didn't fuck with that. I was like, bitch,
They
don't.
being too damn
You
nice
being
to you.
too
I'm like,
nice.
baby, they the
Overly
nurse.
nice, bitch.
Like I don't give a fuck.
It's disingenuous at this point.
What's the How did y'all discover VR?
Well, my friend told me about it, and I just got one like the Christmas of 2021, and I just didn't use it for a whole year, like 2 years. I didn't use it for a while. I mean, no, it was 2022. 2022 is when I got it, and I didn't use it for a whole year, and I came back for the first time. Like I literally only used it to play Blade and Sorcery or some shit like that, and some other little games like Resident Evil. I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
even know about like I didn't know what the fuck. I thought this was some free shit on the game or on the headset. That'd be the
Yeah.
most boring shit. So I never went to that. I didn't know much about the headset. Like I've never had a headset before. Never went into virtual reality.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I'm
the one
very
that got the PC
to this
VR. I started
experience.
PC VR.
Right. Like I'm very new to the experience. So I didn't know what it was. So I mean, I went once and I ended up in the venues part. And I just thought that was the whole game. Like I didn't know shit. I didn't know it was other worlds. Like I was like, wow. So imagine when I first figured out, like I found black magic first. Crazy. But yeah, I found black magic first. And I was like, okay, this is different. It
Yeah, I
was a little
swear.
interesting. You know, like the crazy shit can be a little exciting when everyday life be boring as fuck sometimes, you know?
You know what I mean, right, baby? You so
Hmm.
toxic to them niggas call you black magic.
So
That was the line I
toxic that
wrote
them
there.
niggas call
You
you
so
black
toxic to them
magic.
niggas call you black magic.
Hell yeah. How did you discover the VR chop?
I
Chomp?
just it was mainly through VR chat. I'm gonna be real with you. The
Yeah.
early days, I'm talking like popularity at the max. Like you had so many different players, different races. It was just the movement was crazy. It was crazy different. Yeah, at that time. So I hopped in as a creator, started world building, but I got the HTC Vive from my PC, and I had full body tracking and everything. Like I
Dang.
was smoking a motherfucking blunt with my motherfucking feet up early on, but it was just, I'm gonna be real with you. I quit VR chat because I realized, and I should have realized it before I hopped in this bitch. I'm gonna be real with you, lesson learned. But one thing I didn't realize in VR chat, when I did realize it, I stopped VR chat because there's too much boobs and too much big asses and too much
I
hoes and
mean,
too much
honestly, I
thoughts
can't
and
get distracted by it's so
it
sexual.
degrades your mind. I'm saying like as a
Yeah.
man, as like just as a man on
As
how
a
Too much
men
man,
like
yeah.
men are
irritation.
kind of hardwired. Being around that shit, it really like it makes your mind into a sewage. You know, it stops you from being a king.
No, for real. Like I swear, like I mean, even for women, baby, like I feel that even as women, it's like we even get over sexualized, like to a point where we like, damn, she got a fat ass. Like it's just, it's too much. And so, like, dang, his thing is hanging. Like it's a damn
Pause.
virtual reality. Like it's virtual reality. So the thing is, it has reality in it. So if you
Hmm.
feel your reality, whether it's virtual or IRL or not, if you feel your reality with a bunch of bullshit and it's at a higher, amount than it would be like on your phone, on social media, or anything on a dating website, like it's a lot. And then you can interact with it. Like it
Oh
gets to the
baby,
point
baby, I
where
want to
it's
say,
toxic.
yo, baby, I want to say this too, on what you saying. But yeah, that should stop you from being a king. And I do want to address one thing. All right. I am still the same chomp, biggest in the motherfucking room. I know these hoes, thoughts, whatever you want to call them. I know they lurking. I know they like a nigga. I'm a saucy nigga. I understand that. My time's very precious. But I wanted to just say publicly, um, yeah, to all of the thoughts and hoes of my past, all the thoughts and hoes, just in general. Yeah, I'm not interested in all that fugazi nonsense, and you know what I mean. Yeah, we not on nothing, and y'all some trifling motherfuckers.
Damn, bro, dissing all the XOs.
For real, I'm not gonna lie to you, and you know what I mean. I be telling my wife these things, but we got like a level of transparency when it comes to the way we kind of talk to each other. So when one of my boys was like, "Damn, you be saying all this crazy shit around your wife, what the hell?" But this is an example of one of those moments. I mean, she knows we was both on Demon Timing together. You don't think that we was both running through these hoes together? Like that was off rip. You know what I mean? She already know. Like, you know what I
You
mean? But
telling too
the
much.
thing is,
Like
I'll just say this: the majority of these motherfuckers that shack up these meta hoes, meta girls, meta women, whatever you want to call them,
meta thoughts.
you know what I mean? Chances are, biggest in the room or biggest in the room, NoriTheLotus,
Cause can't
or
no nigga
done ran
say,
through them
"Oh,
already. I'm not gonna
I
lie to
dated
you.
Nuri."
Committed,
No, nigga,
committed
you
motherfuckers,
haven't.
committed
Only
motherfuckers
been with
already
one
ran
nigga
through.
on here, and that's Chomp.
Damn. Hell yeah, it's a lot of them on
All them
Horizon
other
Worlds
niggas
and
just
shit.
like they
VR
think there's a
chats.
bitch smile in their face and do a little he
Shit, we the
ha
one
ha's.
country. These bitches be acting like
Y'all in
some
love,
motherfucking rodeo.
nigga. Get real. Sorry, I had to
Damn.
shit on my haters too.
So like so the first game you played was VR chat on here,
Yep.
and you played you hopped on Horizon. Well, no, you played some other games, but
Nah,
that's how you.
I played VR chat
She played How
first,
to Get
Oh,
Away
you
with
did.
Murder.
but I didn't know about VR chat, the sexual part. I don't even know where fucking, I don't even think I got out of the fucking part you spawn in. Like I was just lost. So
Oh yeah,
I
since
was
we're
just
on the VR chat topic, have you guys ever had ERP, erotic roleplay on there?
no, we haven't done that. No, we have done that. Yeah, we have. I had to think about
He
it.
had that
Yeah,
full body
yeah.
tracking on too. He probably that bitch stroking the air.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, we
1000
did
going
it once,
stupid.
but we need to do it more often, definitely.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because
y'all know each
his,
other in
his
real life, so it ain't that weird.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm gonna
no,
be
it's
real.
not
I'm gonna
weird
be
at all.
real. Like I think
That's
that I
daddy.
think despite what people think, I think when you're in a relationship or whatever type of situationship, whatever is occurring in front of you, I think that it's no harm done trying to spice some shit up because I think that
Oh yeah,
ultimately
facts.
I mean,
speaking,
it
I
gotta be the
mean, like
sugar and the spice
it's
and
just like
everything
you know what I
nice.
mean. Say we on Meta, it's like yeah, sure, we live together, we could go on a date, but like, what if we handling business on the Meta?
Mhm.
What if we got money coming in on the Meta and we move in certain pieces? It's like we already spent the whole day on Meta. Why not, you know what I mean?
Finish it off.
Be like, hey, yo, I know you in the other room and I'm in the other room. We got the door open. You know what I mean?
It
Let's talk crazy
honestly,
to each other. You know what I mean? Like,
it's
so
Yeah.
intimacy. Like you get to see into me. See that wordplay.
okay, that was
Yeah.
hard.
It's
That was a
like
bar. That was a bar. That was a bar.
it's definitely intimacy when you don't have to like, you don't look at my body like you ain't gotta touch me just to get off. Like, you can really just like mind play, like the mental stimulation be enough to like make it happen.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So how did y'all discover Horizon Worlds?
I think I
I
already
was on
said.
I was on TikTok. I saw
Oh yeah,
some
you already told
motherfucker
me before.
trolling. I
Yeah.
saw some motherfucker trolling on TikTok. And he was doing stupid shit. He was in the beginning world, default world. He was throwing planes in people's face, and he was like
Oh
poking
yeah,
people in the
I
eye or
remember that.
something. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. As soon as I saw that, I looked up on Google. I said, "What the fuck is this?" Like I didn't even know what the game was. I was describing to Google what it looked like. 3D characters on the VR, like paper planes, like and then I saw like Meta Horizon, and it was around the time my VR just broke conveniently and I had the money, so I was like, "Fuck it." They say I can only play it on a fucking Oculus, so I just went to Walmart and bought one.
Oh, so you had that old school VR. You had the
Nah,
motherfucker Rift
yeah, I had the no, I had the VR that it's like computer, like for your computer.
just for a computer. Yeah.
Yeah, just it's like Steam VR shit.
Hell yeah, that's fire. So you went and bought that. What you got? The Oculus too?
Yeah, yeah, just cop that real quick.
Yep. I
Oh shit,
had to
hold on,
get
my
this one,
Wi-Fi's
but I had
tripping.
the two.
Oh
I
yeah, I'm
got the
still here.
two.
No, you good.
Oh yeah, y'all still got the two? Y'all both got the two still?
My
Yep.
two broke recently.
She got 3.
Damn. Oh yeah, I'm
So I
about to
had to
say, boy,
get
you gotta
this
get
one.
that. That shit way better. That three is
Oh, he
way
about to get
better.
the pro, so
Oh, that pro, hell yeah.
yeah.
I heard they just dropped
Unless
that
he wanna
3S
just
too.
get the other one. I don't know. I keep
3S, yeah.
asking.
It's cheaper
That-
too.
Yeah, I was telling her about that 3S.
I
It's
think it got less
basically the
storage
Meta
though.
Quest. Yeah, it's the Meta
What the
Quest, but
hell?
Meta Quest 3, but compact and just more affordable.
What the
I think it got
hell?
less storage though.
Yeah, less storage. It don't got everything, but it got
Oh, I don't think it got the
in general
4K
the
display
greatest.
either.
Nah, I don't.
Oh,
But
I
the
don't
yeah.
know why they
graphics
dropped that
are higher,
bullshit.
I heard, right? Just in general compared to the two.
Oh yeah. On the Quest, yeah, Quest 3, the graphics are way better. Yeah, this shit, and it runs smoother too. Like you don't lag as much and shit like that. You don't be lagging and shit. I don't know how that pro. I don't know how that pro run, but you got facial expressions with the pro and shit. I low
Yeah,
key
when
kind of do want that
content
pro.
game, that changes that motherfucking shit. Like the
Low
content game,
key,
yeah.
low key, it does make you just seem more realistic and shit. I need
Yeah,
that
especially
real quick.
motherfucker yelling. Imagine someone's yelling on your podcast and they got the pro.
Yeah, I just saw that shit. The homie Naima was on this motherfucker yelling and shit. Who else was on this bitch with the shits? A lot of people, yeah, a lot of people I know. Oh, that boy Gosha, you can see all his facial expressions. That shit was funny.
Mm. No, we definitely copping it. We getting the face everything.
When y'all first hopped on Horizon Worlds, y'all think it would be what it is today? Like y'all think y'all would be doing content on here?
Absolutely. I mean, I saw it whenever I realized that
I
there
knew
were
she was gonna say
multiple
that.
worlds. Like I did. I noticed because I mean it was our it's a simulation of
Yeah,
reality. So I knew that just like reality and with time, like everything advances, I knew that this would too.
because this on
Yeah,
here, unlike a VR chat is like more advanced than this, but everybody on there is kind of like a purple alien or some shit like that.
Right? That's
But
why I
on here,
don't
he
yeah,
I
got
guess
3
I
titties.
think but I think that I don't know. That shit creep me out. I don't want to fucking get normalized that shit because you ain't about to throw no damn aliens out the sky in here and expect me to be cool with the shit in real life. So I don't really like that, like whole aliens and stuff walking around. I mean, maybe just because it's just abnormal for me. Maybe it's probably a good thing to like not, you know what I'm saying, be able to still like talk to somebody even though they look like a dinosaur or a little fucking baby ass fairy or something. So it's like I don't know, but I just can't get with it. I like the normal human, like that's
Yeah.
normal to me. My
You
brain
know,
just
man,
get
I
a
think
little
you could
fucked up.
have, you know, I think would be a genius thing, like balancing both of it, meaning that you make the avatars enough humanoid, enough human, like in the sense
Right,
of that it's all similar to all the other players, but you also
right,
allow people, like I think the skin change was a good move. I think the
yeah,
proportion sizes are a good move. And I think that an even better move is meta need to stop worrying about who wants to show and hide their faces or not. I think that expanding your clothing brands and your accessories
Hell yeah.
only highlights and gives creators the ability to define their brand and define themselves even greater. I think it's a good thing.
yeah.
So you
Because
got to
if you
find that
do
balance.
add that, baby, that is really good. Like that's an innovative. Because if you think about it, if people can like look like a lioness but be humanoid, like like or look like like a cat type mouth but like human body, like or tails for the furries and shit. So it's like I feel like that kind of would be cool because you could advertise. You might have a little business. I mean, it makes it more imaginative. Like you could be more creative. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's just you could be more creative. It might be some really weird stuff going on, but like it's like who defines weird? So
Yeah, hell yeah. And I like that's why I like this guy. I feel like VR chat, like those avatars on there, like you could choose to be like a human if you want to with some cool shit. But like not only that, I feel like the people over there, like they just don't got no soul to them. Like they're people,
they're
but
not
they
real.
just yeah, they don't act real. But
They
on
not
here,
fucking, and that's what I felt like. I felt like I was walking into like a fucking zombie land. Like motherfuckers were not. They couldn't be real. There's no way like a real human is
act
acting
like
like
that.
this.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. Like I'm bored, not interested. So I just come back over here like, all right, this is normal. I feel like with VR chat, you really gotta have a community already.
Yeah.
Cause if you go in there by yourself, that shit
No,
is
but
a
that's
fucking
what it
shit show.
turned in. That's what it
Yeah,
turned into. Like, you know what I mean? But like when I first started the VR chat, they had like a central like hub area where you can load in and eat apples off a tree. And all the players like spawned in the same area. So
that's good because you can
as soon
meet
as you put on a
people.
headset, everybody spawned in the area. You could see people talking right away. And then they changed
Right.
it. And then like I think also too, you know what I mean, it was around the Knuckles meme, you know what I mean? Like the
You was on there
Ugandan
Well,
early
you
too,
Knuckles.
know
wasn't it?
why they probably
Yeah, you
did that?
Ugandan Knuckles meme. I was on that before that
You know
motherfucker.
Oh
why they
yeah, the
probably
one where
did
it's like
that
you
is
know their way.
Yeah, you know the way. Yeah. I
Damn,
was
that
on it
was
before
the
that.
nigga. I was a freshman when that shit
Did
came
you
out,
hold up?
nigga.
Did you know?
I
Did you
know
know
what you're
that
talking about.
Ugandan meme, like that whole Knuckles meme, like that came and started in VR chat?
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
Yeah,
Cause I was wondering what the hell this shit is. I was like a freshman, nigga. You was on this shit since 2016, 2015.
yeah.
Damn. Cause you got that shit was early.
Yeah. Early
he
got my
ain't
foot in
new
the
to
door,
this
start
shit. He
building
tweaking.
avatars and everything. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was a kid.
I didn't always like to do every commission when I built avatars for people. Because some people would be like, yeah, you know, I want you know, I want a character that I want a green girl and everything. And like, I'll listen to them, like, okay, I got you. And they'd be like, well, I want a retractable pussy, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, all right, cool. Well, I could tax you the extra 60, gang. Like, I can make it
But you know
happen, but
what?
that's
You
kind
know
of
what I've
weird.
noticed about Meta Horizon and VR chat? I noticed that like VR chat, like you said, for instance, it used to be that way where you could just spawn in and you could actually meet more people. But I think when they added that sexual, whatever they was going with the erotic shit for players, it's like they can't really do that as much. But with Meta Horizon, they're more of we want to capitalize, we want to make money, we want you to be able to start a business in here. We
Yeah.
want you to make like we want artists to be able to make money. Like it's more of profit in that type of corporate like category. There's no way you're going to be able to have some erotic stuff going on because they want to appeal to all ages. They want to like, you know what I'm saying? They want people to buy their kids an Oculus too.
Yeah. I'm
They
glad
want
that
you to
that
buy
meta
all your
didn't do
kids an
that.
Oculus.
Yeah,
So
we
I
don't need
think
that on
that
here.
right. I think with VR chat they're just going in a different direction than
Yeah.
Meta Horizon. I don't think that they're technically competition. They are, but I don't think that they they may not have viewed it as that way. Actually, you know what I'm saying? They
Because
may
VR chat
work
is for
hand
people
in
that want to
hand.
just live online type shit. That's what that's for.
Yeah,
Niggas that want to live
exactly. They
online.
want to live like this is more so of
Kinda.
like let me come into work or let me come have fun, go to this party. It's like more of a realistic. That
Hmm.
is more of like okay, that's not even real life.
But I would say the
Like you get
closest
lost
thing
up
that
in that
Meta
shit.
has, the
You can
closest
get
thing that
lost in
Meta
this. Yeah.
has
And
to
here
VR
too.
chat in that way. I would say the closest resembling thing that Meta got to VR chat in that category is, and it's hey, no disrespect to anybody of this age bracket. You know what I mean? I'm sure you guys are lovely men and women. But I definitely think there's a percentage of the population of Meta that if you exceed the old nigga threshold, like you
Yeah.
start to be like, damn, well, like I see all these other young cats, I see all these other young aspects. I'm around different ages. What you could be relevant in the meta, you could do this, you could do that. And I also do think that there's a portion of older crowd in meta that get lost in that shit. And you talking like women that are
Man,
63, you know what I mean, flirting it up with 25, 26 year olds.
it's
You know what I
crazy.
mean? Like you got people
Yeah.
trying to recap on their youth.
No, and
I got some
honestly,
old hoes on here that
that's
like
where the
me.
toxic shit come
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
It's
them old
like
hoes. That's
it's the
exactly what it
recapping
is.
on the
Old
youth
hoe
type
syndrome.
shit energy, and it's not okay. Like, I mean, it's cool to troll. It's who to say they can't troll too. Look, by all means, do your shit. But if it comes to where you breaking motherfuckers down and you messing with people money and you really fucking up people's experience on this
Now you
platform,
got to get blicked. I
you
ain't even
you
hold
really
you. You
just
got to
need to
die.
go and take care of your kids and your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no disrespect. Like I respect everybody, but I'm talking about the toxic people. Like shit, I feel like
And them old
if I'm not
hoes.
talking about them, yeah, I'm only talking about the toxic ones. So yeah,
Hell yeah, what y'all yeah, I think also metaverse. I like that they didn't add that sexual shit because like over there in VR chat, I feel like everybody don't really have no identity to themselves. But over here, I feel like everybody does kind of have like an identity and they talk. So this is normal. You know what I'm saying? They chilling on here and shit like that. And I like the route that Meta's going. They're going like it's virtual reality, but it's also kind of like real life. How I got the Atlanta
mm-hmm.
Hawks on my shirt and shit like that. I
Yeah,
like how they incorporate stuff like that where
it's
you actually
real.
pay
It
for it.
makes sense. And that's
Yeah.
what they doing. They making it make sense. And some shit is too twisted for my little mind.
This
Like I
basically
can't
like
do it.
networking too. This you can
It's
network with a whole bunch of
networking.
people.
Exactly. I
It's like
feel like I
business,
mean
but it's a game too.
we
It could be whatever you want it to
it
be.
can
Like
be
it could be
whatever, and
yeah,
that's isn't life like that. Life can be a game. It can be whatever you want it to be, and that's
yeah.
exactly why it's a great simulation. But I think that me and Babe just literally did one of the first like in ever history, the first political campaign event here in Meta like ever. It's
Oh, that's
never
lit.
been done in
And then
virtual
no, the
reality.
people there, we had like actual
Politicians.
shout out to Mogul Mindset. But we had actual House of Representatives, like people running for
Yeah.
Oh
actual
shit.
legislation options
Yep.
in the
House of
crowd.
Representatives, the basically like city council, um just for they're both from Michigan and they're both candidates Michigan. So I thought that was pretty interesting. The
Yeah,
event
that's our
literally
auntie.
it went that's our auntie too, by the way.
That's lit.
Democratic candidate, Michelle Merriweather, aka Diva the Queen Bee. So yeah, I had to give her shout out and
Yeah,
her
yeah,
flowers.
auntie. It was crazy. Auntie, she basically is the reason I got the nomination for a Webby
The Webby
Award.
Award.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. How you feel about getting the Webby Award for editing and stuff?
I think that it's crazy. I think that you look at people that go to school, they get like I can't even English right now. Psychology degrees and
Psychology.
everything. And it's like you would see that like, damn, he's an expert. And so I think that when you look at like other forms like video editing, our portfolio defines like our expertise. So the fact that I could get nominated for using lower level programs, I wasn't even using the highest tier program like After Effects. I was using
So
a lower
imagine
tier
when you
program,
get
and
all that.
I was going again. We were competing against big brands, like you know what I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
big body brands like Nike and organizations like that. And out of like 2,000, I think it might have been even more. Um, we got chosen in the top 5 nomination. Me, Mogul Mindset. On the project regarding yeah, it was a video creation project. I think it was the what song was it again? What video was it again?
It was that old school
It
song,
was that Jay
the
Z
Jay
joint, that Jay
Z,
Z joint that I
Jay
did for them.
Z. No,
The
yeah, it
commission.
was Bonnie and
Yeah.
Clyde.
Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde.
Well, that's fine. So you edited that music video?
Yeah, so I edited, directed, recorded, basically, yeah.
Everything
I
he
feel
put
like most people
him
when they
and
get into acting, they be getting
stay at home
nervous. They
dad.
don't even know what to do. Most people don't know, like, So
Oh,
when
the
it
Bonnie and
came
Clyde music
to
video?
yeah, for
Yeah,
the Bonnie and Clyde, we just filmed and shot it and
the
Damn.
virtual one.
directed
Yeah,
it,
the
yeah.
virtual one that we did.
Oh, so you made one on virtual reality.
Mogul
Yeah,
mindset.
yeah, that got
Oh,
recognized on the as a nomination for the Webby Award.
Yeah. So his work was basically like him and stay at home dad really did a good job.
Yeah, shout out to my manager.
I
That's my
was in that
manager. Shout out
video
Stay at Home
too,
Dad.
which
That's the
was
nigga
oh,
dope.
right
I
there.
was in that video too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was in that video
She
too.
was she's
Shout out,
featured in the
shout out.
video and she definitely helped with a lot of the you know what I
Hey,
mean, acting
you
sides and
know,
getting all the pieces together. So shout out to you, baby.
thank you. I mean, like, give yourself flowers because that was, I mean, you said that you did that without having the proper, like, equipment or tools. So imagine what you could do if you had all that stuff. I feel like the
Coming
sky's the
soon.
limit
Coming
with you.
soon.
So that's a good thing, you know.
I
And
appreciate that,
that's the
baby.
same thing. Like, right now, I'm trying to get an internship with NASA. So I already,
oh yeah, you can
it's
do
the
it.
sky is the limit, literally.
Yeah, it's NASA. The sky's the limit.
Like, no pun intended.
Y'all think has the metaverse always been like this when people making content on Instagram and stuff, or
Fuck
when did that start?
no.
No,
Hell no.
it
I'm
just
gonna
kind of
be
started this
real.
year, huh?
No, it started this year, and you are among the first. Before you hopped in the
Oh
scene,
shit.
I'm
when the
starting one
content,
too.
you know what I mean. Before, yeah, no, and her shit's going crazy. But before you hopped in the scene, all these other people popped in the scene, and I'm talking like last year. I'm talking maybe even more than last year ago. Back when motherfuckers weren't doing music tours. Music tours weren't even like a thing.
Damn.
Um, that was even a rarity. So
Yeah,
at that point in time,
we did
I
the
was
tour
making like
too. He brought
comedy
me on.
skits and doing all this editing, the type of shit, in the same category similar to what you're doing, that edgy shit. And when people saw it, they were fucking hungering for that shit because no one was putting on for metal like that. And then once that started happening, once you started coming on the scene, other creators started coming to the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all of us are the reason why meta content is
Yep.
even at the point
I
that it is
promise
today.
you, it wasn't because when I came in, they was acting like, "Oh my God, you sing!" And I'm so used to. I've been around a lot of my family, like have been in the industry. Like I've everybody in my family damn near sings, so it's like I'm used to being around a lot of talented people, and so it was just it made me feel good. I'm like, okay, cool. Spotlight here, spotlight there. It was nice. But at the same time, I feel like it wasn't until like the tours and like all of the performances, man, like all of the talent shows and karaoke nights, all of that put together, I feel like that it still started a ripple effect, a domino
Yep.
effect.
Yep. And within my first 2 months being on the platform, that's when I met my first Thou Wow, my first
Yeah.
being off of Meta.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I say music tours, like, yeah, I mean, we had like big artists at the time that were doing things, but um when you look at like content creators and just the content side, so many people were focused on the building side and the monetization side.
Yeah, the month.
People
Yeah.
wanted to build the best worlds and they wanted to be a monetized creator, but nobody said, I want to be, damn, I want my content to look how it looks on Instagram. Oh, you see how Mr. Beast is doing that? I want to be the Mr. Beast meta. No one was thinking that way because people didn't care about how their shit looked online because people
Right.
were living in the metaverse. They wanted to be
Yeah.
a sensation
See, for
there.
me, I feel like I could kind of relate to them because when I came in here, it was more of like some fucking give back nonprofit type shit for me. Like, I'm gonna just sing for the people. And then, but I also had it in my mind that I'm still an artist. I'm an actual artist.
Mhm.
And I'm giving y'all like free, you know what I'm saying? Free performances. And also, it's also benefiting me, for just like, you know, getting my name out, getting my art out, letting people see who I am as an artist. And I appreciate everybody that's giving me a platform to do that, or the stage to do that. But at the same time, it's like I'm a real artist. So I'm going to take this shit more seriously. And I'm going to make sure that I actually sell myself um, as an actual product because what I do is real and is very high quality. So I'm not about to just be doing no free
Yep,
shit no more.
1000. For the record, Chomp's our manager. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he is my manager.
So
Hell yeah.
hit my line.
I had a lot of ideas when I first came on here. Like when I got bored of just like trolling and shit. Not really trolling, but just like, chilling around and shit. I was like, man, I want to build me a world. Shit, everybody else got a world. And I was like, I'm going to do a little hood world, like a little hood, like little role play
Mm-hmm.
shit. But then shit, before I could get started, some of the homies came out with one and shit like that. I'm like, damn, what else I'm going to do? So then I was like, man, I'm building me a club. But I was like, man, fuck that shit. I'm just going to build a club. I'm going to have one opening night and that motherfucker is going to be at zero forever. So I was like, shit, what else somebody else ain't nobody else doing? I'm like, podcast. I'm gonna be a podcaster. Then I look up
Right.
just to see the world and shit. I looked up, damn, everybody got a podcast in this bitch. So then I looked on Instagram. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody making no clips though. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I'm gonna be the motherfucking Adam 22 of the metaverse. Fuck it. So I was
No,
like,
See,
that's hard.
and
That's hard.
that's very inspiring to me because like I'm about to start a podcast, and my whole like vision is to really make it into like the new meta like Ellen DeGeneres show, but it's gonna be like a podcast, and but it's gonna be me. It's gonna be Nori the Lotus, but it's gonna be everything ethereal, everything esoteric, like real talking about real life shit, and not the
oh yeah,
boring shit, but the shit that make your
Yeah,
mind like go, what the
spiritual,
fuck,
spiritual
spiritual,
femininity,
esoteric.
things like
Yeah,
that.
like knowledge of self, like quantum physics, like really teaching people some shit, especially black people, minority people, people of color. I feel like we need to know this type of shit. It'll really change your life. So I felt like I need to do a podcast like that. And I will also have like performances.
And the
Like,
craziest thing, like,
oh yeah,
no,
that's
she know
gonna
what
be
she
lit. That's
talking
gonna be
about.
lit.
She know
Yeah,
what she talk about because she the one that helped me realize the type of nigga I am. Nah, no, I'm not even like for
knowledge
real.
yourself
Like the
is
type of
everything.
nigga I am, I'm the type of nigga that I eat other people. Like
Yeah.
I'm the cannibal type of nigga. Like, yeah, and what I mean, that sounds crazy just for me to
yeah,
say in no context. But what I mean by is I'm the nigga, like I'm a Papua New Guinean. You ever seen them motherfuckers? They don't even
yeah.
got electricity yet. They probably eat each other's
And
skin.
they look
Cash
funny as
magic.
shit. They look scary as hell. Them Papua New Guinea people.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
all look
yeah,
the
yeah.
same.
Yeah, that's what I am. Yeah. Half of that. Half of that.
But them people
Yeah.
look crazy as hell.
Part
You ever
Part
saw them
part
bush
of it.
people in Australia?
Yeah, Bush people, yeah.
Them motherfuckers look crazy as hell. I was wondering why Australians look so damn weird, but it's because they all come from the bush folks. Like they face like
uh-huh.
look so crazy.
Well, the reason why they look so crazy is because you could see struggle like a little bit more because they live in real life. Like the
Yeah,
struggle
they
for
live in
them
real
is
life.
like
Hell
fighting
yeah,
with fucking animals and
yeah,
fucking being out in the water trying to fucking do
Stabbing each
all
other.
type of shit, stabbing shit,
Conquering.
conquering
Warfare.
war. Yeah, like so you can see that shit on their face. And
hell
this
yeah,
modern day 2024 lifestyle in
We
America,
got all
it's
pudgy.
like we're
yeah,
pampered.
yeah.
We can hide struggle through anti-aging cream and under eye cream, and you know what I'm saying? We can hide it with Botox and ab surgery.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like
I'm not
people
gonna
that live in
lie.
cities, we
Yeah.
we may struggle, but it's like different struggle. It's like a different type of
Yeah.
fucking
It's a different type of struggle. It's
But
mental.
I'm gonna say though,
yeah,
real
It's
talk,
mental. It's spiritual.
yeah. It
I would
is.
say
Yes,
is the
sir.
closest, like in my opinion, the streets is the closest thing in the modern day that
Yeah,
we can experience that is like what they experience.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
that's the real
Facts.
jungle,
Cause like we're not outside like trying
concrete
to kill
jungle.
cats and dogs and shit. It's like we like spiritual and shit. Like she said, like we're battling with each other's heads for
Yep,
money and shit like that and shit. This kind of
we're
pretty weird.
battling. We're
Pretty weird.
battling the mental shit.
Bad
Everything is
fucking
the mind. That's why they say mind over matter because matter is the physical.
yeah.
Mind is always gonna be over matter because you could have a body and be brainless as fuck and you damn near a zombie. It's the brain that keep you. What you think? How you think? Men in prison get through 20, 25 years like
It's just
locked up
crazy. Oh yeah, the
because
mental
they didn't let
mentality.
their mind go to waste. They kept their mind. The only thing they kept, body might be fucked up. Everything might health might be shit, but
Yeah.
they kept their fucking mind though.
Oh yeah, reading books and shit.
Reading
It's like
books,
a
yeah.
it's like we're already living in like a in real life. We already live like a not a virtual reality, but it's like a different reality because we're it's like money's not even real, and it's like instead of trading and shit like that, we just trade money for shit. Like we'll get a paycheck and go to the grocery store, and just pick up all the food already cooked and shit. Like we're supposed to be hunting and
It's
shit, killing
really,
chickens.
it's really scary as hell. Like
Yeah,
we're really synthetic beings, and that's what it's gonna become. like synthetic beans. We trying to be organic because we realize that that shit is really like crazy as hell how people picking up. You
Mm.
literally see the average American's grocery cart and then go to Africa or go to somewhere else, Colombia, Costa Rica. The shit not gonna look the same. You see a bunch of boxes and packages in the American grocery cart. But you see actual whole foods like fruits and vegetables, and even if it's meat, like you see they didn't got it from just being cut from the butcher. Like it's very much different.
And it's a lot to
Yeah,
do
hell
with
yeah.
you know what I mean. I'm not gonna lie. There's the way I perceive money is you know what I mean. Like money. The thing is, people don't understand. Like so, when I always say that any type of attention can be used and monetized and every energy source can be utilized. That's very true, even with
Yeah.
business. And so it's like people, all these brands, all the people are scared to stick to something. You know what I mean? If anything, the historical implications, you know what I mean, of, for example, Native Americans, you know what I mean, black people, islanders, whatever the case might be, is like we've been turning and shifting and molding for so damn long. We don't even know what the fuck is anything. So like this whole concept of you have to have a business suit to make cash. What? You know what I mean? You can't dabble in a little controversy or you're not going to make cash. What? In my mind, it sounds like what they've been doing to our people for generations and generations and generations. This whole mold, and now you got to do it like this. And I think that yeah, I've made money on Meta, not changing a goddamn thing. You know what I mean? And it's like people were convinced that you got to move in a certain way to be successful in the industry. And
That's
I
because
say,
they see
look at
that you
Kanye West. That's
competition.
the difference between somebody that's trying to usher something new, revolutionary, and a motherfucker that's just trying to make bread. All right, if you're just trying to make bread, then go ahead, tiptoe and change a few things here and there. But if you believe in the integrity of what you're doing and your business,
But they
you ain't gonna let
don't
a you ain't
because
gonna
people
let a white
don't.
motherfucker tell you. You ain't gonna let nobody
But
tell
they
you
haven't reached
how to
that point,
move.
baby, because a lot of people don't even know who the hell they are. So if you don't even know who the hell you are, who the fuck you fighting for? So it's like they have nothing else to do but get bread. They can't fight. They can't if they didn't have shit right now, they could not go out on the street and hustle and sell
I bet
themselves
if you
like a damn
ask a nigga, I
product.
bet if you ask a nigga, I bet if you ask a nigga, hey, you would you do? Hey, if I gave you this large cash, like, would you do like? And if it was some sus shit, they'd probably
Sellouts.
tell you, what the fuck, hell no, what the hell. So like, people already have those limitations. It's just when we see the money and we see the bread, we don't think the long game. You know what I mean? And then you end up in a situation where you wanted to change and move so much. Hell, you don't even own your company anymore, signing those fucking deals, moving in ways that motherfuckers want you to
The
move.
thing
It's
is, we
going
live,
in and like
we weak,
imagine that.
baby.
Imagine that. I see you have your own company. Oh shit, I done fucking drop my controller.
I heard
Um,
that.
if
I
you
heard
if
it too.
you if you have your own company, for example, Oxy, and you know what I mean, like even just with this podcast stuff, what happens when a motherfucker say, "Damn, well, you know, we want to sponsor your thing, but when it comes to drug related things, when it comes to talking about certain things, like we can't really endorse that." You have to make that decision, and you either say yes or no. And I don't judge people for saying yes or no, but I God forbid if you end up in a situation, Oxy, where this whole podcast throughout them deals, you made a ton of money, right? But in the next 2 years, your podcast explodes and you're only a 10% owner now.
Yeah, that should be crazy. I
Yeah,
don't want that shit to happen. I don't want nobody on the rights for nothing. But what I will do though, I don't know if y'all know who I know who Gilly the Kid is, the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast.
I ain't really jumped too deep into it though.
Well, not just that podcast, but there's a whole bunch of other podcasts that do it too. Sometimes though on their desk you'll see like some drinks or something. Like you'll see an Arizona sitting there, or you'll see like a pack of Swisher sitting up there, or something like that. I'm down to do something like that. Put some Amsterdam vodka on my table. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sponsored by them, it'd be like, go drink you some Amsterdam vodka. It tastes real smooth. It's real cool. Go get you some, and then you know what I'm saying, shit like that. This little advertisement shit. I want to get people in the metaverse that has worlds in here or something like that, or especially if they start putting clothes out on here, like custom clothes, and you want your shit to sell, put a little T-shirt, little stand right
Yeah,
there.
that'd be hard, huh?
Should be crazy. Or if you got like a little world logo, just put like say Black Magic was sponsor me. I put a little BM right there, a little, you know what I'm saying? Should be crazy. That's what I want to do though. That should be lit though.
no, for real. So it's so much you can do, man. Like it's crazy. But I just feel like right now, like a lot of people don't like real competition, and so they really like to just beat other people down, so that way it's gonna be easy to win. I don't like an easy win. Like I really like when I played basketball throughout school. I didn't like just playing whack teams all the time. That it was fun the first 2, 3 times, but the whole season playing everybody that's whack, that's not gonna teach me nothing. I'm not gonna grow from that. So it's like people don't want to really grow, so they just like, yeah, I don't really like the way you do business or how you act or what you
and
said.
it and
So
it's
it's just
wild.
stupid. It's
Think
stupid.
about you, for example. I see even with this whole like podcast, the thing is, people think that you have to reinvent the wheel. Nobody says you have to reinvent the wheel or be original. That's a fallacy. That's an illusion. The
Yep,
thing is,
it is.
can you
They don't want
realize
you
a
in their
gap in
lane
the
for no
market? Can you
competition.
realize a missing feature? Can you realize a way that the wheel wasn't utilized in a market
Right.
like that? Or even if I weren't to do that, I tell people all the time, it's so easy once you understand how the system works within Meta to have something pop off. And the reason being is because there's not a lot of ideas generating here. So if I were to look at Mr. Beast's channel and let's say I picked his most popular video, I could literally not incorporate any of my own ideas. I could just rip his video and I could just copy it, rebrand it, put my name on it, and it would pop in Meta. It would be successful in Meta because of the lack of motherfuckers doing things.
On God, like a fucking like 20 men versus woman versus one man or something
Hmm.
like that. And them balloon popping videos, they got the worlds on here and shit, but nobody did like a nice ass video on it yet. That's the move for real. Do one of them hoes. That'll be pretty
Facts,
cool.
It's
facts.
about to. That's what we're about. Like right after we get done with this podcast with you, that's what we're about to do. Is shoot some stuff,
Hell yeah, that's the
shoot some
move.
videos. Oh, yeah, to be right back. Be checking on dinner.
What was
But
my other question? Oh, what
yeah.
made y'all want to start building on here?
I mean, he's always been doing the building stuff since I guess Rec Room and VR Chat. But like for me, I never really done any building. I've been around a lot of builders, especially him, and he's taught me a little stuff. But I've never been like I'm more of like into the scripting, because I like the mathematics, the coding language, computer language type shit. I'm not really into like the architect and building very much. You know what I'm saying? I'm more logical intelligence, not very much spatial. So yeah,
Oh yeah, that's pretty lit. You ever thought about are you into tarot cards and stuff like that?
I do all that. I'm a real hilly, like for real. What's your
Oh yeah.
favorite number?
Favorite number. Damn, what is my favorite number? I gotta go with 21.
21. That's actually three, but yeah, 21. Why you say 21? Was that your
Oh, that
favorite
is. Oh
year?
yeah, like you mean say one number?
Numerology. In numerology, 21 would be three. 21 would be three.
Three. What's that
So
mean?
like, I mean, like you tell me. Like people always be mistaking me as a psychic, but in order for me to actually read you, don't I need information to read?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah. So like, what does 21 mean to you? What does three mean to you?
damn. What does 21 mean?
When you were 21, what happened in your life? Like,
Oh, I can buy beer now.
okay,
Oh shit. Hold on.
Yeah, I can buy
okay,
alcohol.
but that's like a symbol of something. Like you growing into something. So like
Yeah,
a
I guess
new
21
phase.
just like growing up, grown now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like kind of that standard like age in America. We're like, oh, you can drink now. So it kind of feel like you really like grown
I'm
at
not
that
gonna lie
age
to
too.
you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be
You can
real
get it
shit. If
anywhere
our
now. You can go
son,
anywhere now.
Right.
look, if our son, I'm not gonna lie to you. If our son is just a ripped motherfucking baby and he tall as hell and he big as shit and that motherfucker talk with bass in his voice, I'm not gonna lie to you. Hand that nigga a beer. That ain't no fucking
I'm
baby.
so
That's a man.
done.
Like he's literally like 5. He's 6'5" at the age of 10 years old. He's saying that's a baby. God just delivered the world the instant man. That's a blessing. If anything, send his ass to
Niggas
war. What the hell?
goofy.
That motherfucker big as hell, strong as hell.
Hey, what made you want to start building in the metaverse?
Me
Yeah.
building in the meta. Yeah, I always built in Rec Room. I've always
Hey,
built
Rec Room.
in just everything. Rec Room, VR chat, everything.
I
I
fuck
always
with Rec
built.
Room.
Yeah, I've
That's the
always
reason why I
built.
got my Oculus to get on Rec Room for because I downloaded on PS4. I mean, yeah, no, yeah, PS4 at the time. I downloaded on PS4, and I was playing on it, and I was like, damn, this shit lit. And then somebody was on there. I saw them moving their hands and shit. They was like moving like they was in the game for. I'm like, what the hell? How
Yep,
you move
that's the
like
only
that?
person outside of meeting you. Chirac, uh, he was in. I met him on Rec Room. We known each other for 6 years.
Hell yeah, that rec room shit fun.
Yeah,
And dude was moving and shit. How you doing that? He like, oh, virtual reality VR headset. I'm like, what? Where you get that at? He like, oh, you can go anywhere and get Best Buy and shit. So then fast forward like a year later, I put the Best Buy on my mom. I'm like, oh, let me get this. And she bought it for me and shit. I was like 18. Damn, I was 18 at the time, 18, 19. She bought that bitch for me, man. There was a Quest 2. So I then I hopped on Rec Room and shit. And it was like, damn, this shit lit for real. That's how I really got started. And I hopped on here
Are you
too.
21?
Yeah, I'm 21 now. Yep.
Yeah. So do you see why, like, I asked you that? Like, what happened in your life? I didn't know you were actually 21. That's like big because like that's why that's your favorite number. Cause you've
Yep.
reached a certain. You probably feel like you've reached a certain height in your life.
Hell yeah,
talk to him.
I feel like I'm adult now. I got my own crib and shit.
Yeah. Yep. You probably have reached a lot of like you've actually accomplished a lot of things recently at this age, and I feel like that's why you chose it as your favorite number because you probably trying to like, and that's where three comes in because I keep getting like you trying to get your mind right, your body right, your soul right. You know, like mind, body, spirit, the Trinity, like three. So
Yeah, I'm
like
trying to
I
get
feel
right.
like yeah, I feel. I mean, am I right or wrong?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So like that's what I mean by read. So I can I can feel once I have some information. Like I'm a feeler, but I intellectually, mathematically figure it out in my head. That's why it took me a little while. I'm like, okay, that's what that means. And then I'm able to like explain it to you, articulate it. Right, baby? But I
And
Mm-hmm.
it's
don't he
really
knows, baby,
just
why don't I like doing tarot cards for just anybody?
tarot cards. It's a lot of energy transfer. Even if you didn't even believe in spirituality, the thing is about tarot cards. A lot of people don't know is that tarot cards is mentioned in many biblical things. You know what I mean? Like cards predicting the future is not a new concept. So everybody believes that it's just grand, or, you know what I mean? No, it's been around for a long time. It's just motherfuckers that know how to do it, know how to do it, and tap into that truth. But the reason why she don't really like to do tarot cards with just anybody is imagine if she was doing a tarot card reading for Jeffrey Dahmer and she didn't know.
Oh, okay. I see. I
Now she's
see.
going to see the truth of the fact that he probably kills niggas. Like she's gonna
Energy
scream
can never be
energy,
destroyed. It's
rotten.
only
It's just gonna
transferred.
be so
That is the basic.
disgusting.
That's Newton's law. So energy it can never be destroyed. It's only transferred, transmuted. So imagine I'm saying because you never know the dark shit about somebody, and everybody got shit up in their closet. So you read somebody, and for me, I'm clairvoyant, clairaudient, like multiple. Like I even just have a just a knowing, not just senses. I just know sometimes. And so, like, if I'm dealing with somebody that's a damn murderer, serial killer, like, I'm a no. And it's almost like being a therapist. You know how it's like laws with that. It's like, it's very, you can't, it's almost like it's patient, client privilege
Yep,
within that.
exactly.
And I can't just go and be like, oh, he murdered. Like, it's not going to end well for me. Like, and I'm not saying like physically, like they're going to hurt me. I'm saying like spiritually, I cannot really do that. There's consequences. It's like because I'm going to actually by telling that secret or whatever, I'm actually manifesting the trauma from that onto myself. Whether it's a old ghost they killed, I don't know, but I'm going to actually like kind of like call that person to me. Like I'm gonna
You know,
call those memories to me,
no,
and I'm gonna be living
1,000.
them, and I'm gonna be like driving by, and I'm gonna end up, I'm gonna end up be daydreaming and end up driving by where the shit happened on accident. I don't want to go through none of that shit. I'm not no damn medium. Well, I am, but I don't want to. I don't consent. Like I said, I tell the spirits all the time. I do not consent to shit that I don't consent to. I don't know. It's a hard no. So for me, I don't like to just put myself and involve myself with all these energies because half the motherfuckers ain't even like really real. Like it's not even that really person. It's like the food they eat. It's like the shit, the trauma, the shit that they put into their mind. I don't got time for
Yeah,
that. I
she
don't
she
got time
already
for trauma
knew.
bonding.
She did a reading on me. everything like that. And she was lighting the candle. And anytime that anyone that knows reading is like the candle starts waking out, I mean that's your first sign that something is a little off. When she was
Yeah, I
doing my
had
reading,
all
the
the
candle was
elements.
flickering, and she said that when she was reading me, all she could see was like the hottest fire, just like it was just a big old fire that was
Everything
just
was
it
on
was just eating
fire.
up everything. It was engulfing. It was like the
Yeah,
whole.
it was
It was
just
everything was
eating
fire.
everything was just it was just destruction. And
Damn.
this fire was like sad. It was like he was the fire, and the fire was just it was just sorrow, the energy, just sorrow. Like and I was just it was just a lot of details that I asked him, like questions with specific details that no one could know. He never told me. Like it was the beginning of our relationship. He never told me this shit. So it's like I figured things out based off of numerology, based off of gut feeling, based off of spirit intuition. And I think that it all just makes sense. And I could just explain to people who they are. Like I have like a true gift, like literally God's gift. Like I feel like I have a true gift. And and I wouldn't even say God. I just feel like the higher power, the supreme, the most high, you know, the gift from the most high. And that's what Nuri means. It's like Nuri comes from Nuraya, which is like Nuraya. And it's Yah is like short for Yahweh, like in a sense. So it's like Nuri means fire. So like the fire of God. Like I am God's flame. Like so that's why I feel like I'm passionate about what being a healer and about being intuitive. I didn't always used to be. Like I was kind of ashamed of that, and pretty much I really didn't believe nobody was like I didn't believe I didn't believe it was real within myself. And I didn't believe it was real with outside of myself. I was just like, I just got a lot of coincidences, and I'm good at making shit make sense. That's just how I summed it up. Until I really start identifying myself like I am a healer. I am, the lotus. I am like esoteric. And then I start becoming like who I actually was. Just manifestation. And that's what I help my husband do. Like I've helped him manifest into like this like phoenix like that just transformed into like nothing, or from nothing, like he transformed from nothing into something. Like it's crazy. And I really he's transformed me too. Like definitely he's definitely transformed me.
Hell yeah, that's good. Hell yeah. What was I saying?
I'm catching me up to
At
speed.
sports and stuff, yeah, baby. I'm gonna let him catch you up with the first part, and then I'll finish.
No shit, I forgot.
So
Um,
basically I asked you, remember I was like, can I give you positive feedback?
oh yeah.
And he was like, yeah, cool. I was like, I'm just a nerd. Can I give you positive feedback? I was like, I love your podcast because
Go
it's like
Louis.
real relaxed, but at the same time, it seemed like it's structured. Like he had prepared questions and like
Oh yeah.
yeah. And then he went in to tell me what he was about to say.
Oh yeah. I basically just I just do research like damn I had some questions wrote down a long time ago, but I had to redo it because my notes deleted. So I basically just look at your Instagram and shit like that. And I had look at both Instagrams, the Dynasty one and the regular Chomp one. And I was gonna
Mm.
look at yours too, but I didn't have time and shit. But you know what also do, bro? That the kicker is you gotta look at the tag, bro. You gotta look at what people are tagged in and stuff. That's
Yep.
that's that's also a good one too. And
Yep.
let me find your government name. I'm gonna look that Facebook up. Man,
You ain't
I'm
gonna
gonna have all
find
type of
that.
shit.
Now you know it's actually kind of crazy. What is it? Speaking about that is I think the reason I was explaining it to her because I think a lot of people they say what they want to say about it, but yeah, you know what I mean. I mean, I had to be not the ugliest nigga in the world to be in a poly. First off, second off, um, I was talking to her and I was telling her that it's more of the aspect that like I'm not that important until you make me important. You know what I mean? Like I'm a motherfucker that make my money. I'm a motherfucker that do what I do. And it's like, say I met somebody and they're like, "Oh, you're a pretty cool person." Say we spent 2 hours having a conversation. Okay, that was cool and fun for the moment. But are you going to be in my life a lot? Like, are you going to be a reoccurring character in my story? Is the effort make sense? Does the energy make sense? It's like I'm not an important person to you. You know what I mean? To even concern, worry about, or even think about. But if I am an important person to you, then yeah, go crazy. Like I'm pretty fucking open, but I just think that I'm just here for a business. I'm here for moving, and I'm here to make some motherfucking cash. And I think that when you look at the Chomp brand, you look at the Chomp face, he a motherfucker that talks crazy. You know what I mean? Like whatever the case might be, there's no logical reason why I need to be that open. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Business wise, it don't make sense. Things are just booming.
Hell yeah, man. What's it called?
But if you were like, "Hey, yo, Chomp, pull up," on God, I pull up for real, for real. I'll tell you, like, I don't take no pictures now, but I'll pull up for real, like in 2 seconds.
When did y'all start making music, or when did you start making music first, and then I'll ask her.
I started making music when I started making music when I was probably around 14. And when I say make music, I mean actually like, you
Record.
know, yeah, actually trying to record or put something together. But it really started off as singing. A lot of people don't know that I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be like NoriTheLotus. You know what I mean? I wanted to be like
Hey,
that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And so when I was a kid, I realized that my brother was a way better singer than me. I had to find something different. And one time I got cooked and roasted so fucking bad in a rap circle in high school. Like I
oh
got
yeah.
roasted. I didn't even know how to rap. That shit was like, damn, I didn't even want to do music. I was like, I just want to get back at that motherfucker. And so I wrote some raps and everything like that. And I was like, damn, I kind of like it a little bit. But it didn't come with its trials and tribulations. Motherfuckers were calling me the motherfucking next tiger, like laughing at my shit because my shit was cringe back then. But I kept my head
You
to
gotta
the
start
music.
from somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Hell yeah, that shit'll change again, roasting and shit at school. What's the
Yeah,
first
Mm.
song you
humiliation.
recorded?
Sorry, man.
Then the
Can
first song I recorded, it was probably a song for the hoes. You know, like a sentimental joint I ain't mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like
What?
that soft, you know what I'm talking about, baby, like that soft R&B stuff that niggas be making just for women. It's like they don't even really be caring about all that shit, to be honest with you. But like that R&B joint, the one that appeals to the women type of audience, that was like one of the first songs I made. It was real cringe. Auto tune was way too damn up high. Sounded like T Pain on motherfucking like
yeah,
oxys.
that was a
Hell,
very cringe era.
yeah, yeah.
When you start making music, Nori?
I've been singing since I was 2. Like my
Hey.
mom told me I used to sing the birds and shit, and they would sing back. She said you did that every morning. As soon as you got up,
Oh shit.
you couldn't wait to get outside to sing with them birds. Yeah, I was like a little princess singing the birds, like some real Ella Enchanted shit. But
when you
what you say?
when did you first start recording?
My birthday, my 14th birthday. Um, my mom had got me my first instrumental. She bought me. She took me to studio, and she got me with somebody to create me a beat from scratch, and she bought it for me. And I used that instrumental to write a song about my grandfather that had passed a couple years before that, and that was like my very first song I ever wrote was about my grandpa. And I was really like born and raised in church, so that's I've been singing like so when you say when I first recorded or when I first performed or like because I've been performing at churches like since I was little,
Oh, like the
but
first song you put up, like, or if you went to the studio or had a little setup, like the first time you recorded your voice on a song, like on a track.
yeah. That would have to be, yeah, probably like 12. Um, we went to Universal. What was it? You know the little. I don't know if it was Universal Studios or whatever, but my mom had me record like a cover of the Ashanti Foolish song. And
That's cool.
and that was cool, it was so fun. Like, and they actually it was like a real like actual production, and like they mixed it for you, engineered it, everything like that. And I was so young, like it was for fun, but my little 12-year-old self was excited, like, yes, like I get to it was my first time hearing my voice being like mixed and mastered, but it was some like it wasn't, what we have today, but it was nice. By like I think when I was 16, around that age, I like sang with Raven Simone on stage. That was pretty awesome. Uh, she is when she was playing in those Cheetah Girl movies, but yeah,
Oh yeah, I
that was
remember
really
Cheetah
cool.
Girls.
Yeah.
That shit fire.
That's
No
some
cap.
days right there.
Mhm.
I had a little sister, so I had to watch all that shit. But like, I kind of grown to be like, all right, that shit kind of fire.
Yeah,
That shit
that shit
cool.
was good. My cousin, I used to hang out with my cousins a lot, and my cousin, she older than me. She was a girl, so she was always watching that shit.
Yeah, me and
Yeah,
my
yeah.
sister was too. But yeah, that's kind of like, and then I got into the auditioning. But when I had my first audition for the Oscar Mayer Wiener commercial when I was like 4, about to be 5. Yeah, like 4.5. And I just like, the crazy thing is like I literally blew that one, like, cause that's when I realized I was a shy artist. So if you knew me before, like prior, everybody would tell you that I've always been a shy artist. I literally like dead ass tell people like, I sing, but you gotta turn your head or close your eyes. Like, don't look at me.
Yeah,
Like I was really like that
Mm,
scared. Like even in the studio, like it took me. I just didn't want nobody looking at me, and then I'll do great. I just did not want to be looked at. But now it gets to the point. That's why in the metaverse kind of allowed me to really open up. Although I kind of got better before this, it really allowed me to like not really give a fuck. So pretty soon, like a lot more of like my IRL like music videos will be coming out and all of that. But right now, I'm just showcasing through virtual reality because yeah, I can do that. So
hell yeah. When I go to the studio, I ain't gonna lie, I do be a lot of people in that bitch, but I really like going to the studio by myself. I hate having a party in that shit. I ain't the type to have a party in there. I be going there locking in.
yeah. No,
pregame is
yeah.
cool.
I
Yeah, I
went
gotta
to
get drunk.
studio one time, and it was like my first time in the studio. And I remember there was other rappers. It was because I was on a feature. My first time in the studio was because I got featured, and there was other rappers there. And they were popping their shit and doing their, like rehearsing, reading over the lyrics. And at the time, I didn't really have nothing written. I just pulled up. You know what I mean? I felt like maybe I was underprepared a little bit, but everybody was popping their shit, going in the studio, being like, "Yeah, this verse about to be crazy." I'm over here just sitting, taking a hit. I'm quiet as hell. Like even the engineer was like, "He's the quietest nigga. He ain't even say hi to me." You know what I mean? I'm just sitting there, just chilling. And they invite me in the studio, like, hey, yo, like, get in the booth. I get in the booth. And I start like ripping that motherfucker. And then I just resume being quiet again. Um, I don't really like when I'm in the mood to make the studio
He a low key
music,
nigga.
Oh
I
yeah, I
just
feel
really
you.
like I don't
I
like to
feel you.
say too
He
much. I
real
just
low
like
key.
to
You
get to
can't
the
even
music.
tell. You
It's
can't
because the
tell.
way I gotta be, like the thing is, like I am a low key person and like a low key nigga, but like there is the ego. Like my ego is very, very important to me. It's the driving force of all my success, all my hunger, everything that I
So you
do.
do what you
It
gotta
has to
do.
do with my ego. And the thing is, people always say ego has to be a bad thing, but the thing is, like, is it a bad thing to feel like I'm the best person to provide for my mom? Is it a bad thing to feel like I'm the one that's gonna put on for my niggas? Is it a bad thing to think that I'm the one that was designed to shoulder the burdens of my wife? And so it's like, you know what I mean? It's really perspectives, but my ego has always been essential. And so it's like what you're seeing now on the screen on the video, that's my ego. It's very real. It's a real part of me. But I don't have my ego flaunted out throughout my entire life like people think I do. Like, you know what I mean? Like I go around my family, I'm a different person. Shit, my mom sees me. You know what I mean? I'm a different person. I'm a different person around my wife. I'm a different person when I don't have to bring up the sword
But
and
baby,
shield. It's the comfort.
that's how everybody
Oh
should
yeah, I feel
be.
you.
That's how everybody should be. But
Oh my bad. It was
motherfuckers
like
just the
the
same
party thing.
everywhere, and that's why they be getting all type of bad shit happening, locked up and all type of crazy shit, beat up and all man, because they want to act the same way everywhere they go, and motherfuckers ain't about to just deal with you. So everybody should be like that.
I act the same, but when I'm around my mom, like I can't really drink in front of my mom or smoke in front of my mom. It's so weird.
Mm.
And cussing, like I
It's
really
weird as
don't cuss.
hell. That weirdness is called a conscious. Motherfuckers don't be having conscious. They go smoke
Yeah,
weed in front of their mama, like, what up, mama? Like, nigga, you're wrong. You're absolutely fucking wrong for that shit.
Oh,
That's your
baby.
mother.
With
I see
respect,
Have
you.
some respect.
with respects to you, can I say I wanted
Go
to
ahead.
I'm gonna say a story with respect to you.
Go
I just
ahead,
gotta make
love.
sure that you.
My love.
Hey, but
Freedom.
talking about parents and everything, like weird motherfuckers not having no conscience. Gosh, where I'm from, the town that I'm from, um, ain't nobody got conscious. You walk down the street, it feel like a GTA scene. Like you see a random, like there are NPCs. Like we actually
He ain't
have tons of
lying.
crackheads that is like Walking Dead.
Yeah, hell
They're
yeah.
dead ass just
They're
looking
meth
at cars.
heads.
And like even the stores where you like where I'm from, you'll see somebody that decided to pull up to Walmart in the underwear, like in his bikini, like up the ass crack, and everybody's treating it like it's normal. Like no one's questioning the fact that someone's half naked at Walmart. No one cares. And so it's like when you're in that thing, it really feel like you're in a simulation. And so like from my town and everything like that, yeah, I think that it's a really odd place to kind of live, to be around people that are a little bit programmed. So, when we talk about being different with parents, yeah, there was a situation I was involved with. It was some chick, and yeah, like I'm not gonna lie to you, her mother was okay with her doing wild shit at parties in front of her. Like, you know what I
Damn.
mean? Daughter's titty
Yeah.
out and everything like that.
Who?
Motherfuckers going crazy, and her parent is in the
Who are you
room.
talking about?
No, I'm saying like that's the type of like I was saying that it was a past like years ago when I was like 19
I was in
and I was
90
really out
shit.
here and yeah, women where I'm from can't trust them, don't need them, can't hear them.
They
Shit,
the
we don't
type of
feed them.
women you can't even go to the shower without being scared they're
Yeah,
gonna rob
yeah.
your
What
house.
the ain't that crazy though, big baby? Like you got party drinks out, you drinking in front of your
You can't
mom,
leave your shit out with
the
these
thing is,
type of bitches.
yeah, look, the mom was doing off the back here on God. So, like, imagine a daughter just sitting there drinking, have friends over, the mom's drinking too, and the mom
That's
don't have no
blasphemy.
consciousness, and there's somebody like sucking on her daughter's titty or something. Like,
That's
in
what's
front,
wrong with the
like that's some
generation.
weird shit. I'm not gonna lie, Alabama, I'm not part of that. What the hell?
Look, I
Yeah,
don't
it's shit like that
discriminate,
out here.
but
Yeah.
that's illegal. I'm just saying.
On God, that's endangerment. I was probably
That's
like, I'm
illegal.
not. I mean, I know I was like 19, 18, but hey, that's still crazy.
Look, at the end of the day, that's why I stay in my own lane. Like I take the motherfucking middle way. I don't try to like be one way or another way or like you or I'm myself. If I want to change and fluctuate and be one way the next day, I'm unpredictable. Don't ever think that you know me. Like that's how I feel.
Yeah, hell yeah, no cap. What's y'all's creative process like when y'all make a song?
His is way more advanced, but mine's is like a baby version of him. We basically do the same thing, but he's like a way more advanced level with the songwriting, uh, like the freestyling. Like we both freestyle our music, but I have to freestyle and write it down as I go because
Oh
I
yeah.
can't memorize all that. Sometimes I'll get if you catch me on some shrooms, I'll do the whole song, but I'm not at his level. He does all his music that way. He just freestyle it and just keep going.
Yeah,
Oh, you punch in?
yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes it
that's what I do.
depends. I punch in mostly, but if I'm on that motherfucking drink, just high or something, like I'll just keep going. It just depends. There was one time we actually did a whole song for a Discord server that we were running at the time, and it was a live studio session where everybody could hear the effects. They could hear me and my wife's voice. We were doing a collaboration project, and we did that whole thing live. Barely stopping, just going crazy.
Yeah, that was fire. I can't wait till you hear that song, Roxy. I'm telling you.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
I'm down to hear it.
you gotta
When y'all
have
gonna drop it?
performances on here. That's what you gotta have, like
You
making
can't
Performances.
implement you never thought about implementing like a little pop out, maybe like get some scripters in here to make it to where maybe that back wall on this little the Pac-Mans, you could probably have to where them Pac-Mans run and they disappear, like they go across, they disappear, and then a little
Ooh, that'll be
stage
cool.
pop out. A little stage pop out so you can start
yeah,
you know what I mean, letting people perform as openers on a podcast and you can cut it
yeah,
up in
that would
small
be
segments.
so
You could
fire.
put like a 10-minute segment, 20-minute segment of openers or artists.
Cause
Oh
we
yeah,
could
before
talk
this
all
episode.
day about our art, but it's we want people to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's the move.
And that's why I really want to incorporate that on my podcast because I'm going to have people of all different arts, you know, showing even if it's educational or intellectual whatever.
Mm,
I want you to be able to showcase yourself like so that would mean like if you're an artist, I'm going to let you perform them. Like let us hear what you talking about. Like let us hear what you're describing as your music. Let us hear it, to see for ourselves.
Hell yeah, that's the move. I should like at the end of the podcast. I should have y'all freestyle or some shit.
Yeah,
I want to
exactly.
also, yeah, I do want to host an event like how everybody has these concerts and shit. I want to do an event, but like instead of just switching stages, I just want to stay in one room. You feel me? Just pack the room out for free, pack that bitch out, and just
yeah.
perform in that bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds dope.
yeah. I'm not going.
I
I'm not
think
going. The whole
that's
switching
good.
worlds thing. Let's just say I got a solution for that. I can't say that publicly, just because motherfuckers on Meta are weird.
I didn't
But no,
understand
this
that
thing
switching
is going.
world shit. I really didn't understand that shit.
Yeah, that shit was. It's just not. I mean, like, here's the thing. If I'm understanding it from the aspect of okay, we have multiple worlds and we got multiple sponsors and we got revenue here, like we making cash or something, I can understand that because there's some people who sell buildings here for like $5,000, so I
Yeah.
can get that. But if this is an event with no money, all of your roster of artists are doing it for the charity, you know what I mean, off the chin. um why you got us running through 3, 4, 5 different worlds? And like my biggest question is what is the world creators getting out of this? You know what I mean? I think that like we started to realize that you got to pull yourself back to create the value. It's the same way with anything in life, even these hoes. How the fuck can you be a king if you out here talking to every bitch that got a name? That don't look good for you. You don't look like a boss. Bitches ain't gonna like you. Bitches ain't gonna want you. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be a very mentionable person. You want to be, you know what I mean? You matter of fact, you a nigga hoe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like a
nigga.
king, you know what I mean? Like a king is somebody that's hard to approach. A king tells everybody, move aside. I want that. I want this. I want that. You know what I mean? But it's not from the perspective of chasing. You know what I mean? That it's not from the perspective of hunger. So when you look at like your content and everything, or like say us as artists, the thing is, if you expose every trick in your bag, what is there to wonder about? Everyone's already seen you do these free shows for 8 months consistently. They've heard all your catalog of music. They've heard that, no, you need to take yourself away. Once you get the big enough attention, you take yourself away. And then that gives you the power to demand things like money, to demand things like, oh, well, I need this to do this. And people are going to be like, oh, well, I remember Oxy, he had that hot ass podcast and his shit got mad views. But it's like if you offer your service or anything you're providing to them for free, they're gonna play around with you like you free, and you will always forever be free, and you'll be coined as the free artist because ain't nobody going to pay for your shit if they heard 3 albums for free.
Oh yeah, facts. Hell yeah. I think what I'm also do is I'm gonna start a with them things is kind of like you ever saw on the radar
Mm-hmm.
freestyles? Yeah, I'm gonna do some shit like that where I have all the artists pull up and they just rap and shit. I put the music over that shit, but it's gonna be like
Mm.
the Oxy. It's gonna be like off the Oxy. It's
That's
gonna give
fire.
us, you know what I'm saying, a little OTX shit. Basically, same shit. I basically just do whatever I see cool in real life. I just try to implement it in the metaverse. That's what I like doing. The inspiration behind this podcast, y'all ever heard of Adam 22 No Jumper?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my inspiration, man. I look up to Adam 22. People sound weird for that because Adam 22, he's a weird man. He did some weird stuff, but I feel
Yeah,
like
sexual things. Yeah.
man, he done gained so much money from that, and people act like he didn't know what he was marrying. Like his wife before she met him, she was already in porn industry. He's in the porn industry. So it's like, man, they gained so much money from that shit. You know what I'm saying? They probably got they probably got a most healthiest relationship than half the people on the metaverse I know. You feel me? So like shit, man. There's a lot of shit go with it. But yeah, that's the inspiration behind this podcast, the No Jumper podcast. I like how they do it. They got multiple shows. They got the drama on there. That's what I like. I want to
Yeah.
implement too. I want to implement some drama. Pretty cool shit like
I
that.
mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. You got the perfect motherfucker sitting in front of you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's see. Well, let's see. Um,
You look beautiful. Well, I mean, like, I mean, like, I'm thinking in my mind of like how you look and it's like I'm looking through the avatar, but the avatar is not bad either.
Putting putting together the chomp bash. How did you put that together, man? What was the
Um,
inspiration behind it? 'Cause I fought that skeleton. That shit was hard.
yeah, the world was something I was tinkering with for a long time. I just wanted to, and it's not even done. That was just for the party. All of that was rushed in less than a day. Most of that. And when it comes to organization management, that was my wife who organized, you know,
Oh yeah.
the time frame, trying to get people, getting people locked in. You know what I mean? It was a really big event. But I think that the problem was mainly my lack of awareness of the competitors. I just think that really wasn't a great day. You know, what I mean, we had a lot of great people come through, reputable, big name people come through, and everything like that. But yeah, Big Baby was managing all of that, talking to people, hitting people up. We had a lot of crazy thing planned, but I think we're gonna re up that, right, Big Baby, and we got something big coming soon.
Hell yeah, man. That shit was fire, bro. Y'all did y'all thing. Let's see. Who's your favorite besides y'all two? But you can't say yourself. Who's your favorite artist in the metaverse? It could be rapper, singer, anything like that. Favorite
I'll let
artist
you go, Big Baby.
or favorite creator. Oh, you muted gang.
You muted, Big Baby.
I need time to think on that. But
Okay,
I
Hell yeah.
can
okay.
say somebody I respect is Black Harley.
Hey, what about
Somebody
you,
Yeah,
else I
Chomp?
yeah.
respect is Jordan the Twin. It's a few
Fire,
people.
fire.
It's a few people in here I really respect
Okay,
as
okay.
creators.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Shout out to them. You know, I respect them.
Yo
Shout out Black
Afro,
Harley.
Yo Afro.
Hey,
Um,
yeah, she's cool.
I respect
okay,
her very
okay.
much.
She has some
Yeah,
nice stuff.
okay, yeah, no, that's facts. That's fire. That's a fire choice. I think that some of my favorite or an artist I respect, outside of me and her, would probably be I mean, like, I do want to do shout out to Loud. I fuck with Loud, but that's not the artist I would pick. He's crazy though. Um, Ralph Omega.
Ralph Omega. I heard that name. I think I heard of that name. I never heard his stuff though.
Ralph
Fire.
Omega, yeah,
Yeah,
no, Ralph
okay.
Omega, he's a huge name in the underground scene of meta. Anyone that's been in and out like certain studios in the past, like he's crazy with the freestyle. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm trying to get my wife and him to do a song. I'm orchestrating that right now, but
I want to
Hey,
do a
just
song
like
with
her,
Loud
he's
too.
a vocalist. You know what I mean. He has vocals with him as well, but he's a real freestyle spitter. And yeah, Ralph Omega's crazy. Definitely among us is what I would consider.
hell yeah, I gotta go with I gotta go with Word Dash J and Chevy Crocker. Yeah, man. I love Chevy
Chevy,
Crocker.
yeah, yeah, we've been tuning into the Chevy Crocker. Yeah, it's just yeah.
Y'all saw that Soul OG music video he did?
Mm-mm.
Bro, that shit's fire. It's like he had all the unks outside, bro. All the old people outside. But it was like hard, like young old people. Shit was hard though. Well, let's
Yeah,
see.
nah, yeah, nah. I've been trying to like check out more meta stuff. I've been meaning to. I've been doing that through the Throne page, anything like that.
Oh
Trying
yeah,
to
so
keep
what
up with
is the
everybody.
Throne Dynasty?
You want to
Um,
talk about Throne,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then I'll
yeah.
talk about Dynasty, and then we'll talk about Throne
Yeah, yeah,
Dynasty.
for sure.
Okay.
So I came up with Throne. It originally originated as an idea, just a concept where it was just yeah, Throne is just taking. You don't even got to take it. It's already yours. You're born with it. You know what I mean? People talk about
Birthright,
birthrights, inheritance. You know what I mean? And I think that egotistical approach that I took to business that warranted me
royalty.
results and returns. You know what I mean? Is the embodiment of Throne. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, complete takeover. Birthright, royalty. Energy. And then when he was talking about that, he was like, "Yeah, I like that Throne in the team," and I was like, "But like, I feel like it's missing something." Like, I was like, "Okay, what about like Dynasty, like Throne Dynasty?" And he was like, "Yeah, tell him what you thought after that
Yeah, and I thought that shit was fire
about
because
the meaning."
you know what I mean. Even if you look at just I'm a traditional person, but even if you look at like beliefs I held, and everything like that, it's the woman that is the dictator, and it's the woman who is the sole most important piece in creating a dynasty, a legacy.
Oh
You know what
hell
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's the women are the memory of the family, the heart of
So
the
if he's
home.
masculine, feminine,
yeah. Facts.
dynasty, the throne, because the woman is the bearer of the legacy. Like we bear, we keep the legacy alive. Like, and then if you think about throne, it's like taking over. It's like the masculine energy, and we want that throne. We want our birthright to be a legacy.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's facts, bro. I low key kind of wanna girl to move in with me just so she can organize everything, bro. Organize all the
Oh God,
seasons and shit.
yeah, facts. I'm not gonna lie to you. Motherfuckers have actually speaking of that, before I go on a tangent about that, I really want to express this, right? Baby, is Throne Dynasty Entertainment is a brand management and development company. We've
Oh, that's
had a
good.
lot of experience in our time just being in meta, a lot of achievements, a lot of things learned. And I think that, instead of taking the forefront as we always do as artists, which we still will, we wanted
Spit
to
up,
create a
baby.
company that believes in brand integrity. When you talk about motherfuckers flaking or moving or shaking because, oh, dang, well, this isn't professional. We define professional, we define our industry, and we're not focused on growth. We're focused on domination and returns. And I mean, we understand the value of attention, and I mean, we think that we can make motherfuckers
Minority
stars.
focused company as well.
Mm-hmm. I could tell you,
You want to
baby.
talk about that aspect?
No, you go crazy. Explain it.
No, you
Yeah.
got it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it's
LPR.
minority owned. So it's like what I was saying in the past or previously about how like society has definitely made minorities shift, turn, and move and flop throughout these generation and years and years and years. I think Throne Dynasty is the testament that you don't have to, be afraid and change your brand. I think that we're here to empower brands, empower creators, but more importantly, we offer crazy features like free mixing and mastering, video editing, content clipping, cutting. You know what I mean? We offer everything that you can imagine: graphic design, graphic edits. We want to
Yeah.
empower the
Vocal
creator to
lessons,
be
like
able
all
to,
of
yeah,
that.
exactly, vocal lessons.
Yeah.
She's doing vocal lessons, and not only that,
Guitar
but
lessons, like
we
we
every
trying to bring
combined knowledge
everything. Yeah.
to empower creators. And so, I think the biggest thing, and before I let my wife, you know what I mean, talk more on that, uh, we wanted to make a company that wasn't afraid to back creators and to back musicians. I think the real problem in meta that I faced just in my personal journey was the concept of being blackballed. I think the concept of
Oh yeah.
gatekeeping. I think
Yeah,
that if
man,
you
I
have an
was
institution, a company behind you that is willing to support your brand decisions and to see the value and the attention and everything that you're doing as a brand, but you can focus that on one center banner, that's the banner that's gonna take everything over.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's facts. What's a Meta Money University?
Um, that's actually
Scroll through them no
hilarious.
leg days.
You remember that, baby?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was just it was a little skit that I had done because I was getting a lot of comparisons to Andrew Tate.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Everybody was comparing me to Andrew Tate at the time. You know what I mean?
Oh
So I
yeah, I
thought to
remember when Andrew
myself,
Tate was real big, bro. That was the days right there. I remember
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
That was like COVID days, like a little after COVID days. Well, kind of
No,
during,
yeah,
low key.
no, no, without a doubt. And the craziest thing was, people were comparing me that, so I was like, I'm gonna make a funny skit. And so I thought to myself, I'm gonna take that authoritative like position over people, and tell them how to do shit. And I'm gonna make it this funny skit where I'm like, yeah, you want to make money? Like, you gonna have to listen to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Man, what y'all think about Andrew Tate, man? What y'all think about his character? What y'all think about him?
Look, he stay in his lane. He an expert at what he talk about and shit. To each their own. I feel like he's very empowering to the
Hell yeah.
man. I feel like he is definitely empowering to weak men.
We
for
yeah,
real. And he builds strong men to be stronger. So it's like it just really depends. I don't feel like all of what he says or believes is
same.
something that I'm with,
Yeah,
but at the same time, like he'll tell you you're a fat fuck and change your life
yeah,
and
that's
mean
what
it
I agree with. Yeah, like I
and mean
think,
it from his heart.
yeah, I think, like he really means that. Like I think at one point in time he was that lame ass
Cause he
dude.
was that
No,
person. He
yeah.
wants you to
You
be
ain't seen
like,
the video?
he
Yeah,
wants you to
hell
feel
yeah.
like, nigga, you're not
Yeah.
special. Like we all gotta do is
Nah,
just get up and change your life.
that's without a doubt. I think that
Have some ambition. Put the fork
that
down,
was the
nigga.
biggest thing is everyone was surprised when they big baby at that time because I was getting those Andrew Tate comparisons because I was speaking a lot of the same speaking points in meta. You know what I mean? You got to understand at the time, you know, we had a whole ass relationship, motherfucking music group out this motherfucker, and so a lot of attention, a lot of eyes were on there. So people were noticing us. So during that time, I was speaking a lot of his talking points. You know what I mean? A lot of things that he believes, I was kind of regurgitating this. Not because I don't believe in it, but I do believe in it. I think that my opinion about Andrew Tate is I'm here to stand against anybody who is found out or who is prosecuted with the truth and undeniable truth of being a deviant. But that being said, that's not the case. I think what I think of him, he's a traditional man. I think that he says men are the creators of reality, and to a certain degree, like we give the woman the things that they build upon, and so
Yeah.
I think that it's us that are expected to die in 2.5 seconds. And I'm very serious. I told her that before. I'm ready to die for you on God. Men are expected to die, work, and sleep, and all that shit. And I think that he's just speaking logical truths. I think people don't want to exploring that. But even for example, let's go far like men and women, they different. Everybody been knowing that. People just don't like the way he say it. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah,
truth.
that's really be what that's what it usually is with these type of, I mean, influencers and motivational coaches and speakers and just people like this. It's like if they come off too passionate, oh, it's aggressive. Like
Yeah.
so, it's like if they use a certain language, then it's like, oh, they're a pedo or they're sexual abuser. It's like it's they're a misogynist. So it
Yeah, yeah,
really like it depends, and it's the same thing with women. It's like a woman will be cussing, oh, she's masculine. Like like it's really just stereotypes, and people need to just grow the fuck up.
Oh
So
yeah, I think what Andrew Tate was talking about. I don't agree. Like you said, I don't agree with everything. I do agree with like every man. Like if you're gonna be like a real man, I feel like you do gotta be physically in shape and shit. You gotta be your hair gotta be on point. You really can't be doing all them drugs and shit like that. You just gotta be, handle business. You know what I'm saying? But I don't agree with like he says like women should like be cooking and shit like that all the time. I don't think a girl gotta cook all the time. I think if she wants to feel like it's cooking for you, she could and shit. But I think really a girl like I think you just have a girl someone you should vibe with and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just vibe with her.
yeah.
Uh,
No, without a doubt.
but I
because
don't
a
think she
woman
should be
gonna
a
want to do that. Like a woman is naturally nurturing. Like
yeah,
y'all might be in the point in y'all life where it's grind time. Both of y'all working. Like it may not just be ideal. Like for that particular woman that just don't want to now. She just don't ever want to do nurture you at all. Something wrong. She ain't in touch with her feminine side. But a real feminine, divine feminine woman is going to want to naturally nurture you, especially if given the time and the finances and the space and energy to do so.
yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
And shout out to the girls in relationships where like they can wear whatever and shit like that. But I think most girls like they should not be acting like no sluts, like entertaining other dudes while they're in
you're
relationships and
right.
You
stuff.
know,
You're
But I
it's
think
right.
they
like
can wear
this.
whatever though. I don't care about that though.
Like
They can wear whatever.
I'm gonna tell you a little hot take here. A little hot take here. Um, the thing is, everybody want to pick and choose. Like I'm a very traditional man. So I feel like everybody want to pick and choose the times they want to be recognized as a man and the times they want to be recognized as a woman. Everybody picks and chooses everything else. Or the times they want to be labeled this, the times they want to be labeled nigga, the times they want to be labeled hard, the times they want to be labeled soft. And so it's like my problem is the inconsistency. So I'll give you an example. If for example, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I'm a man. I can't really like it's just I feel like people believe in those aspects, like men and women are different, but like in the same breath they'll be like, oh, but we're like, what I mean? Even my mom tell me that. Every time I talk to my mom about these type of things, she's like, well, we just human. And I really wish that the world reflected that. I wish that suicide rates reflected that. I wish that mental health and the differing factors between a little boy and a little girl reflected that. I wish the dating pool reflected that. I wish the standards that women have for men reflected that, and the men standard for women reflected that. But when you look at the statistical data and you look at everything else that's present within our society, it's like we are very, very different, and we're very confused and sick to not be able to see that. Um, and the reason I say that we different is this: if a woman and a man is walking down the street, and let's say a robber come, if that man don't do nothing, he a bitch ass nigga. He can never return. He's down to the graveyard. He's like
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I mean? He's out of here. But society, it's normal for a woman to run away. We don't see it as bad. I don't see it as bad. Matter of fact, I tell my wife to run away if some shit happens. On God, like I'm not
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
she will, but that's my first reaction as a man. And like there's even the concept of genetical, like let's say like genetics, genes, certain things like that. There's a theory that controls more of us than we think. We're not able to change those
Yeah.
aspects. So I'll give you an example. You might be pre-exposed to being a violent person, right? You might be able to morph that. Maybe like you're violent because you got a butcher shop job now, and so you're putting all that violence and that energy into that, which makes you calm. That never changed the fact that you was a violent person. And it didn't change your genes. It changed the way that you decided to adapt. Human beings always adapt. So when we look at men and women, women want to be understood. Women want to be heard. Women want love. They want
Yeah.
empathy. I think the essence of men, we want respect. We want adherence. We want to be listened to. We don't really always have the best relationships with our emotions. You know what I mean? So like the way we even express emotions, you even look at ADHD. ADHD, they treat mental health for men and women the same when we don't even live the same lives. We really don't. Cops don't look at us the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I were to rip off my pants in a public place, that's not
No,
even
you're
looked
gonna
at the
be a
same.
creepy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying in general,
Double standards
everybody,
are real. I think double standards are real for sure.
but I feel like it's so deeply molded in the way society operates. It's a
Yeah,
little delulu not to say that it's a thing.
it's
Because like you said,
because
like a king, like and like I said, like not a king, like a real man, though we're always gonna be physically in shape. But a woman, like it's like Lizzo and shit, like she's obese and shit. But obese
I
women
don't
are
think
looked
she is
at as
anymore.
beautiful, as queens. You feel what I'm saying? But a fat nigga, like damn, this nigga can't fight. You know what I'm saying? Nigga can't run, can't be a protector to his family. You know what I'm saying? He's not no
Yeah,
man.
because social media and the public kind of like, I don't know, like praises that type of like when it's a woman like being fat,
Yeah.
being like BBW, and it's like a whole trend. So it's like,
Even BBWs themselves, they. I remember this one nigga was trying to hit on a BBW. He was a fat nigga himself, and the girl was like, "Oh, we both can't be fat. It ain't gonna work." I was like, "Damn,
No. I'm gonna be real. That's no. That's some real stuff right there.
hell
Like
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Here's the thing, right? And sometimes my wife really annoys me when she says this, but she speaks truth, right? Like whenever she wilding and she whatever doing her bit, as a woman, just emotions flying. It's like I can't get in my emotions as a man. Like what the hell? I think that when we talk about how to dress, like you were saying earlier, I wanted to address this. I do believe that I think that if a man is truly on the side of protecting, providing infrastructure, just mentally, spiritually, everything, a man has said, "Hey, I wanna marry you." You know what I mean? You're my wife. You're my woman. It's like so you're telling me that we call that like toxic, like in the realm of oh I tell you what to wear, you gonna cook. The thing is, Well,
Yeah.
how is it toxic for a parent to do that to a child? Doesn't a child do that to a dog? Doesn't God do that to humanity? You know what I mean? Like there's a whole hierarchy of this already existing within society. We just look at relationships saying, damn, well, that man shouldn't have all that power. You're right. The man shouldn't have all that power in a society like this. 100% right. Because guess what? 20, 30 years back, we lived in a world where the man had to ask the father for permission, the mother for permission.
Oh
See, in a
God.
system like that, the man saying, don't wear blue, don't wear this, that works
Yeah.
because the system was created to have the parents be the decider on if this man is worthy for my daughter. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
So
right. I
the
remember that.
world
Yeah.
was different back then. You know what I mean? So like, I still hold those beliefs. When it comes to Big Baby, I respect and I love her parents. I love her parents, and I even told her with us getting married, I have to have her father and mother's approval. You know what I mean? That's just respect. That's just soul ties. That's family. And you know what I mean? I'm a very traditional man. So are there times where shit is rough and she can't cook? And am I tripping about that? Hell no. Everything that she does for me is very beautiful as a woman. And I appreciate all that stuff. But does she know that I like you know what I mean, when she does it? You know what I mean? Does she know the clothes I don't like for her to wear? Like, you know what I mean? I think people in their minds, they think it's a military, you know what I mean? Like, hey, put up your hands, you gotta do this. And it's
Yeah.
far from it. It's just the thing is, I know things she don't like. So if my goal is to keep her as my wife and woman, it's probably best I don't do those things. She knows shit that I don't like. So if she want to keep me as her man, it's probably best she don't do those type of things. It's really just on that simple level and understanding that men and women are different. We have different needs and everything. Like everybody's situation different, but that's just my personal take. I would never pressure her to be like, hey, yo, cook. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
Maybe
does
some
she
fucking
know?
chicken.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, her cooking the best bomb ass chicken for me, you know what I mean? And putting it on a tray, bringing it to me and saying, here you go, King, kissing me on my forehead, makes me feel like $1 million fucking. And she
Yeah.
knows that. She knows that's the way that she keeps the relationship the way it's supposed to. And that's how I keep the relationship how it's supposed to. I wake her up with breakfast in the morning.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'd be equal with it. Let me see.
I love you too, sexy. So, but like we said, like she was saying earlier, it's that aggression. That's what gets to people. So, like for example, like how I was able to talk about this shit calmly with you. If I
Yeah.
was in a meta venue, or let's say I was in Black Magic, I would probably re-explain it something similar to this. I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all bitches really be wilding nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how are y'all bitches even standing? Because y'all are like 3 times worse than your grandmother. You can't cook, can't clean, and the
Yeah.
standards are really high. You know what I mean? Like, I would talk that way and people would get offended. But what I'm saying is truthful. Now I could dumb it down for motherfuckers and I could really be nice and say, oh, well, you know, when you look at the comparison of each generation of, you know what I mean, women and the struggles that women had faced and you could really see a disparity when it comes to the, you know what I mean? Like, sure, could I say it that way to make motherfuckers comfortable? Or
Yeah.
should I just rip it off the tongue?
Oh yeah, that's facts. Yeah, when you compare it back in the 1900s and shit was so different. They really had real. Yeah. What's your thoughts on Juice World?
I think Juice World is one of outside of X. I think
Think he
Juice
was
World
better than
is
X, or like you know what I'm saying? They're different. They're kind of different, but similar, but a little different.
so okay. I'm gonna give you a controversial opinion. Right, let's go. I think that when you look at artistry,
Yeah,
X was dominating the field.
yeah.
But if you want to talk about like gun ho, like we right in the spot, let's go make a hit. Juice World
Juice
destroys X.
freestyling. Yeah, hell
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like I'm not saying X wasn't a genius in that, right? But Juice World, he was a little bit like he had amazing artistry, not to the degree X did. But what made Juice amazing is that dude was a DIY pop it out studio. You know
Hell
what I
yeah.
mean? Man could just walk anywhere and make a hit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying X couldn't have done that or he hasn't done that before, but that wasn't him. He wasn't really known for just popping 50 different locations and dropping hits. Like he did, he was a hit maker. Don't get me wrong. He was a hit maker. X was a hit maker. But I think that Juice World just had that more that more in your face, let's do it, pop it out live in effect, party trick freestyling that really took him to that level.
Yeah, hell yeah. He was like, man, he's just one of those people that just come up with words out his ass, kind of like Lil Wayne used to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's it called? Meta fashion. Uh, what type of meta fashion? I saw you doing fashion shows and shit like that. What do people look for in meta fashion? Because people always say my outfit is weak as fuck.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie to you. I fuck with your outfit though. I
Oh
fuck
God,
with
I
your
feel like
outfit.
I got the best drip on the game, bro.
Nah, meta fashion. I think like meta fashion.
It's
Most of
limited.
these motherfuckers ugly. It don't
Yeah.
even matter if they fashion good.
The
But
girls be putting that shit on though, man. Shout out all the girls. God
yeah,
damn.
yeah.
All the
You know what
girls,
I mean?
they
Without a
matched. I
doubt.
saw this one girl match the hair with the skirt and then the motherfucking
Yeah,
shirt,
yeah.
shoes.
Nori
It
was in a
was
fashion show.
hell yeah.
Yeah, that shit was bomb. But like, yeah, meta fashion. I would say this. Like, even with me choosing the puffball hair, it's probably the same reason you chose that mask and glasses. Like,
Yeah, I
you
wonder why he
probably
chose that shit.
understand.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is, when I chose the puffs,
distinguished
no
look.
man was like rocking it. It was just
Yeah,
something that you didn't see. So I knew like coming in the meta, I needed something. I needed to look funny. I needed to get a reaction. So
yeah,
yeah, I put on these puffball like little puffs. People was like, "What the hell?"
hell yeah. That's why I put this mask on with the. Cause to me, I see shiesty mask. I don't even see the headphones no more. But that's why I
Welcome
put on.
back, beautiful.
I ain't really see but a lot of people rocking the mask for real. Really just little kids, but nobody put the glasses on with that hoe for real. With the
Yeah,
dark
yeah,
little
yeah.
Vogues
And you got
like
that
that.
little earpiece.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm finna rock this motherfucker. I'm finna,
Nah, that's a
I'm finna
brand.
wear
That's
this
a
same
look.
outfit every day.
No, on God, like I just changed my shit like recently. But you can ask her like every time I'm around anyone, they're like, "Damn, Chomp, you ever changed that dirty ass fit? You've been wearing that shit for 2 years." And like I finally was like, "All right, I guess I'll wear something different."
Same. All my other
You
characters look a
muted,
little
baby.
different though. Hell yeah. Let's see what the question I got.
Are you there? Hello.
Oh,
Hmm.
Okay, okay.
last question I got. Thing I don't know already talked about it. You still gonna start doing podcasting?
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna start doing podcasts, but I think that my main goal is really throwing Dynasty Entertainment. We're already moving
Hey,
contacts with like people that we think are very promising content creators that could really take over the game. We're locking in speaking to artists, things like that. That's really been the main thing. But speaking about podcasts, I've been helping her. You know what I mean, design and get together the podcast, and I want to put all my energy into her podcast because I think that when you look at the market of podcasts, like what she wants to do from that feminine aspect, but like envisioning that type of like category, but with your short clips. Like that would
hey,
be dominating an entirely different market for the feminine side. And
yeah,
so I think that I really want to push this podcast for her. You know what I mean? And I want to push these artists and stuff because what I'm truly after, what Throne Dynasty Entertainment is truly is we're immortal. We want to be immortalized in this meta shit. We want to be immortalized in everything that we do. And the only way you do that is collaboration, putting energy into other motherfuckers, making sure that the platform is everything everybody wanted it to be. You know what I mean?
Staying
So I've been really
innovative,
working hard on that motherfucker.
staying innovative. We're going international, you know.
hell yeah, that'll be lit. Anything else you want to tell the people? Any thing you got coming out with? Any new music?
You want to talk about the Twin Flame project?
No, I'm gonna let you talk about it.
You PR.
Okay. Yeah, Twin Flames. Connected souls, mirrors, reflections into each other. Yeah, we got that project coming. That shit's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a few songs in there. We say some crazy ish. You just have to wait and see. Outside of that, we do have the Twin Flame movie. So basically, we're
It's the
creating
part of the
and
project. Yeah, it's a
mhm,
movie and it's a soundtrack, which is our
exactly it. So
album.
our whole project is gonna be the soundtrack to the movie, but we're dropping a whole movie, big production, and it's gonna retell the story of me and her meeting. It's gonna cover everything from that point to
From the
now.
drama to the controversies, all that.
Yeah, and then that's when we're gonna release the project with the movie. So as you're watching the movie, all the music you hear in the movie is our songs in the project because the project is about us. So we
Yeah.
wanted to tie it to a movie, and so we dropped the whole project as soon as we dropped the movie.
Hell yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to listen to the new music y'all got coming out with. Can't wait to pull up to the podcast and watch the clips. It's gonna be lit. No cap. Um, but yeah, man, I'm glad y'all put up to the Off the Oxy Lounge. We had a fire podcast, man. I think we talked about 3 hours.
Yeah,
Look, you
yeah,
got hella
yeah.
footage.
You know, I want to say
Hell
this though
yeah.
before. I want to say
That
this
time
though before
flies too,
Oxy.
goddamn.
Yeah.
Oxy, I want
When
to
it
tell you this
flies.
before, right? And I just want to ask, we didn't know coming into this, like if you just let motherfuckers say anything, they be barking, they be motherfucking saying fuck you. We didn't even know.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. You can say anything, cuss all that. Just say anything. You can
Um,
say anything.
yeah. Nah, the reason I was saying that was because yeah, you know what I mean. I was surprised. Like, actually, those questions were fire. You know what I mean. I fuck with the podcast OD heavy. I just was surprised. You know what I mean. Like, I already know you with your research, man. Like everything like that. You know what you know your shit. You did your research on everything like that. Obviously, you know about the controversies, things like that, right?
No, I don't know about the conference. If y'all have any controversies and stuff, I didn't know if y'all have any meta beef. Y'all got meta beef?
Okay.
Say that for the next interview.
Yeah. We're actually gonna be doing
'Cause I ain't
Stay
seen that on
tuned.
Instagram. I ain't seen no meta beef on there.
Look, stay tuned. All I gotta say to that though is, you remember when we had that birthday bash?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna mention names for real. That's because like I'm not no scary or nothing. It's just he's already gonna see the clip if you post it. But yeah, a motherfucker pulled up to my birthday bash. You know what I mean? One of my old associates, you know what I mean, he like my son. I taught him everything. Um,
Damn.
but we used to be really cool. And then you know, we had a little falling out. But he pulled up to my birthday party and I walked up, I said, yo, I appreciate you coming. Remember, baby? I said, I appreciate you coming. And all that rah-rah stuff that he was making on that video about my hand moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he ain't keep that same energy because he bitch made for real. You know what I mean,
Damn.
I congratulated him for showing up at my birthday party. Real talk. And like, I don't really got no hate to the nigga for real. For real. Like, you know what I mean. Me and Big Baby, we just trying to do our business here in the meta. It's just we notice when y'all motherfuckers are trying to be
Giving
funny.
odd behavior.
You guys are just being weird. Like we noticed it. We got 2020 vision.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hmm.
I think we all got people that don't like us on here. I got people that don't like me. Everybody just had a little bit of ops.
You know what's crazy though? You know what the irony is? If you go on my old page, look at the S6 page. If you go on my old page, there is a video where I'm talking shit about this old ass nigga. I'm not gonna even get on to him. There's a video I'm talking about this old ass nigga, and I have a cigar in my hand. I'm going, hey yo, I'm smoking on that nigga. And then you know what I do? I pass it to somebody, and that somebody says, I'm smoking on him too. Yeah, I fuck with Chomp. He my nigga for real. Like you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. If niggas do their research, and look at
Smoking on these
at my
niggas, yeah.
content,
They
you
just
already knew
spread
how
the
niggas was
weed.
acting
You
with
would
me.
have when I was the daughter of Annalise. How to get away with murder, how my enemies.
Okay. Oxy,
Damn.
spit a bar.
I'm finna spit a bar. All
You
right,
spit a
bet,
bar
bet, bet,
after.
bet.
Okay.
Hey, I'm on the Oxy podcast. You already know you finna talk and laugh. I just rolled up a blunt and I'm finna pass. You already know you in this bitch sipping. Walk out the glass.
Okay.
Nah, baby, you
Shit.
next. Don't be trying to put me on the
Okay.
spot.
All right, look. I said, I'm about to go and show you the future. I'm about to shoot you. Don't you understand? I've been like Travis. I'm a real looter. I don't even care. Shit, I'm like that booster, real toxic when I'm in your bloodstream. I'm the biggest in the room when I hop on the scene. Shout out to Reese off the Oxy, best podcast on the meta. If you don't think so, me and him will probably pop on your bitch ass and shoot you with Berettas. Make sure that you understand we G's, but uppercase letters. I don't even give a fuck. Don't you understand? Hold up. Had to go and take a pause. Never go and take a loss. I'm the type to probably go and take your bitch and then to take her off a bra. Crazy. Nigga can go back and forth with this shit. I don't even need to write. understand that I've been balling, but I ain't talk about the white niggas want to talk shit. I'm the type to take your wife and probably go on pipe and don't fuck your whole life.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
Baby.
Yeah, you put me on the spot.
You be like, hey, look, be like, NoriTheLotus, big baby in the scene. I was drinking on some liquor, but I'm drinking on this lean.
I ain't talking about that lean. No, I don't really like green.
Oh.
No, insider.
Hell yeah, that was lit podcast, y'all. Y'all go follow them on Instagram, NoriTheLotus. You feel what I'm saying? S6chomp. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Best
say
believe
that
we're gonna
too.
be back in this motherfucker. Understand? We got more shit to talk about. Stay Oxy art, then we're gonna do a big. If you weren't here on the podcast, if you're not here on the podcast, fuck it. If Oxy don't ask you to come on the podcast, that's probably because you're irrelevant. There's no value in bringing you here, and you a bitch. You a consumer. Keep consuming, nigga.
Damn. Hey, y'all stay tuned on the next episode of the podcast. Get some drink.